goes live?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, we'll let a few people get in because it takes forever to catch up to see who's in here. Like as far as the people, RC Cola. I always picture the can, the RC Cola can. Do you know what
Mm,
I'm talking about?
yeah. Makes me want soda.
I
Do you
know.
have your
I don't like.
lollipop?
No, but I'll go get one. They're downstairs. I don't have them with me now because
I don't have
I just want to
mine.
put it off. You have some though, right?
Yeah, over the like far away.
Oh, okay. Good. That's how I keep mine. I try. But anyway, how is it? Wait, that desert is harsh. You can't wander off. I'm very curious for Zavgirl to fill in the details. Hey, John. Glad to see you back here. Got Catherine in the house. Diana.
Yay.
What is up? Hey,
All our
Christina.
amazing people.
Yes. Betty Smith. So, do you guys remember this? This was probably like how long ago did we cover this? When I covered the nine, it was the article nine bodies they found while searching for Gabby Petito, and she was one of them. And
Yeah.
then we kind of dug into it. She was one we actually were able to find. We
I
looked into
feel.
it pretty like one of the longer ones that we looked into out of those nine. I feel like.
Mhm.
So we'll do a summary, and then Bella was able to get some information that's kind of interesting that we'll talk about. Um, who else? Oh, Ellen, what's up? A
Batman.
Libra. Gaily
Thank you.
Gale. Gaily Gale, I need your contact information because I wanted to get a hold of you after the last live and I didn't even know how to get a hold of you. I told Diana, did Diana Wright tell you? Hey, Batman, we got our Batman, we got our superhero.
Thank you, Batman.
Were you here
You,
last live? I don't feel like he wasn't here last live, was he? The
yeah, but
very last live.
it was Bat and then it was Space Man. So it's like five Batmans that we have now. Because that, see how the Batman's written together there?
Where? What are you looking at?
Like, look at his name. Put him
Okay,
up.
yeah. But was
Yeah.
he here last time? Oh, so you're
I,
saying one's separate?
yeah, he was here, but he was under Bat Spaceman.
Oh, okay. Hey, Matt Willis, Tennessee. All right, Brianna. So I'm going to go over just the article that I read last time, I think. Well, actually, I don't even know which specific one. How do you know I read this one last time? Do you remember that specific one, Bella, or something?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I
because
pulled
it
up a
was the
couple.
one.
Maybe you could show me which one you think is that you're
The
talking
High
about.
Desert Times is the one that said,
Yeah, but they've done more than one about it, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it
yeah,
out.
they were like one
Um,
of the first ones that got the interview with Cody, who's her ex boyfriend that she
mm,
moved out here with from New Jersey.
okay.
And they had Cody quoted as saying, I turned around and she evaporated. I remember we were like, what? How
Yeah.
does somebody say
Yeah,
she
that's right. Those
evaporated? So bizarre, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, while we're just chatting for a minute, maybe I should just play the little clip where it shows pictures of them real quick. It would show the pictures of so then when I'm reading it, people could kind of picture the faces. All it really shows is her and her boyfriend. It'll have pictures of her and then it'll have some of Cody, her boyfriend. So then when I read the article, you guys could kind of have a picture to go with it. Hold on, let me get that real quick. And then I'll read the article. Um so as we're saying hi, you know what I'm saying? Just kind
Hmm.
of bring
That's a
it
good
up.
idea. Yes, doesn't she look amazing in green? She looks really good in all colors. So, hi, Jessica Reynolds. I don't think I see everybody's chat because it's like only shows me, I think, a few. But yes, she does. She looks really good in green.
Oh, thanks. But you should be able to see everybody's chat. Why can't you see
Really?
it?
You think?
Yeah.
I think it hides them.
Oh, you mean just that we all don't have control over like YouTube
Like
does, you
me and
mean?
you, if we're looking on StreamYard, we might not see it.
Oh, maybe. I thought you just meant yours was less than even mine. Okay. Okay.
No.
But thank you guys. Remember last time I wore this, it looked blue, so I figured I'd wear it again where it actually looks green. This is that one.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had to go on to Chrome. See, everything's opposite. It's weird. If I pull it this
I
way.
know.
But anyway, I had to go on to Chrome to get it on the normal color. I don't know. If I go back onto Edge, like the window or the Edge browser, it would look blue. I don't know. And then it'll be all
Weird.
blurry, the focus or something's off with it. I can't figure out why. I think it was when I updated to Windows 11 or whatever. I don't know. But it was fine before that. So Okay, so let me play this video. Actually, it's just some pictures. Let's read this part. Let's see. So we could read. Hold on. Let me. Come on, I gotta pause it. I can't. Oh, you put that up. Did you put
Yeah.
that up? Oh, go ahead
Not
then.
thank you, but
I was like,
yeah.
so missing Lauren Cho. Is it Chow or Cho? Cho, right?
Show.
Okay.
Mhm.
30 years old, 5'3", black hair. Well, they found her. They found their remains. They haven't said the cause of death or anything yet, so we don't know if it's even a homicide. We're going to talk about that today. They haven't released that. So I guess we don't need to read this. This is just missing information. Yellow t-shirt, jean shorts. Let's see. So it was June 28th when she went missing at 5:10 p.m. She reportedly walked away from the residence where she was staying in the 800 600 8 I can't even say that right. But remember we did the GPS. Were you there for that or for
Mhm.
that one? Well, we
Yeah.
did the GPS and remember we
Mhm.
were trying to figure out, but Bella found out that maybe they had the map and they put the location, but either maybe we estimated wrong or they were wrong because supposedly it was only point 0.2 or point 0.3 of a miles. But remember, we estimated, I think, like 4 miles. Remember, we were trying to figure out the crossroads and everything. I don't know if you guys remember going through that where they kind of like put a dot on the map and said human remains, this is where they found her, and then we know where she was staying and where she walked away from, and so we were trying to figure out the distance. So I don't know if we just figured it out wrong or if they put the dot in the wrong spot. Maybe we could go back to that at the end, do a little GPS like we do at the end. Okay, so investigators with San Bernardino County Sheriff Specialized Investigations Divisions are assisting. Blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, this is just when she was missing. So yeah, okay. How long was it that they found her after she was missing? What day was it? Because it was.
It was the end of October that they found her,
What was the
and
date she went
I
missing? I
think it was
forget
like a
already.
hundred. I want to say
Wait,
100.
wait, June 28th.
Yeah, I want to say it was like
Okay, go ahead.
105 days, something like that.
Wait, I didn't realize it was that long for some reason. What? It didn't click. So
And
she
like
was, wow, and she was that close. Think about that, guys. That's weird. If she really was point 0.2 miles away, how the heck did it
a
take?
thousand feet, about 1,000 feet away.
It's like 4 months, right?
But here's the thing. Well, we'll talk about this, I guess. But yeah, um, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we're trying to figure it out. So we got some scenarios or some things to think about and trying to see what you guys think. But hold on, I just wanted to show you a couple pictures and then so you guys could put a picture to the face of Cody, her boyfriend. Um,
Yeah, we finally got a picture of Cody.
there he is. There's just a quick little clip, and then there's a couple pictures, and that's about it.
So these two women with him are famous actresses, apparently. Heather Thomas, and I forget the other woman's name. And the other woman, not Heather Thomas, is there's Cody. So they were ex Cody again. They were not dating when she disappeared.
Yeah, they're just friends, right? They're kind of like on and off, right? For how
Mhm.
long? Where did they? Do you know when they met? Or did they meet in like high school or anything? Or no, they didn't meet till after, or what?
I know that they were like in New Jersey, so they were probably dating there, and they decided to kind of go cross country. And when they came to Yucca Valley, to the Bombay Beach area, I think that both of them kind of felt like it was home and it made sense to them to stay a while. And the work there is kind of seasonal, anyways. Um, in this Airbnb that's owned by Tao. Let me see how to say his last name. So he's anyone that's following this case. So he's a really famous actor. I'm sorry, a famous prince from Italy. He was married to Olivia Wilde, um, and they're not. They're good friends, Olivia Wilde and him, but they're not married anymore. So everyone's kind of like tagging Olivia Wilde in a lot of these missing flyers for Lauren Cho before she was found. So he had an Airbnb in Yucca Valley. and it was at that time called the Hole with a W, not like a HOLE, but like the Hole, like a whole compound. And a lot of people stayed there. He had great reviews. Um, yeah.
Cool.
So
So I have two of them that were one was titled "Remains Found in Yucca Valley." One was "What Happened to Lauren Cho." Which one do you? I'm not sure which one you're referring to, but we could read them both, I guess. I don't know.
mhm,
One is from October 28th, and
mhm.
one is from July 1st.
Do the October 28th because that's going to be right when they found her body. So it might
Okay.
have both of them in it.
Okay. Hey, Diana and Jessica, I'm glad you made it today. So I never get to
Yay.
catch you all live. I'm a replay junkie, though.
Awesome. Glad you made it tonight.
Yay. Yeah. Diana. Okay. So let me read you. I'll share the screen while we do it. So you said the one on October 28th. Okay. All right. Let's do this. What's that noise?
My ice.
No, not that. I was a beep. No, you're fine. It was not. I know that was ice. Okay. All right. So remains found in Yucca Valley, identified as Lauren Cho. Yucca Valley, human remains found in the desert October 9th. So they were found on October 9th.
Okay, so even
Have a,
early part of October. I thought it was later. That's good to know.
yeah, I know. So did I. Okay. Have been identified as Lauren Cho, a 30-year-old who went missing June 28th from her home on a vacation rental property on the outskirts of Yucca Valley in Morongo Valley. The cause and manner of Cho's death has not been determined, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department said. The medical examiner has ordered toxicology tests on her remains and is waiting results. A Facebook page run by Cho's family posted the press release from the county sheriff's department without comment. A search team from the sheriff's department found Cho's remains in the rugged terrain of the open desert of Yucca Valley, according to an earlier statement. Cho was last seen at 3 p.m. June 28th in the area of Hoopa Road and Benmar Trail in Morongo Valley. Do you know where that's at then? So you know you're familiar with that, Bella?
I'm familiar with the area, but I don't know it by names except for one road. But yeah, I mean, we looked at it when we were doing GPS. That's not really like, I don't think that's not the Bombay Beach area. That's more like a little further away.
Okay. I mean, but have you been there? You mean like you've?
I don't know if I've been to necessarily Morongo Valley, but every year I go to Bombay Beach. It's like a
Okay.
yearly thing. Yeah.
Okay. She had been staying at a rental property called the Hole. Oh, that's what you're talking about. In the why do I always forget how to say that 8600 block of Benmar Trail? I don't even know how to. Is that how
Uh
you
huh.
say that when they
Yep.
say it? Like I always like.
That's how they
I
say it.
always get like. How do I say that? I know that I know how to say that number, but when you're you say it different when you read it like that. But
When you
anyway,
see it. Yeah.
um,
Totally.
did you hear that? I feel like somebody said my name. Anyway, the
Nice.
8600 block of Venmar Trail, while cooking
Thanks.
for vacationers and working on a bus, she was converting into a food truck. The property is owned by filmmaker, how do you say that? Tao
Ciao.
Ruspoli?
Raspoli. Hmm.
Ruspoli, who made a documentary about Bombay Beach, where Cho lived before moving to Morongo Valley. Her friend Cody Orel, that was her friend and ex-boyfriend, basically, that we just showed you pictures of, who was also staying at the Airbnb property, said he walked inside. When he came back out, she was gone. Orel called the sheriff's dispatch office to report her missing at 5:13 p.m., saying he believed Cho walked into the hills between Yucca Valley and Morongo Valley, according to call logs. He told the sheriff's station she didn't take her phone, water, or food with her. But wonder why she didn't take her phone. You would think, well,
Well,
I guess if she wanted to be missing, yeah. A
when
sheriff's
we read the
helicopter crew and members of the search and rescue unit started searching the hills and continued the search off and on in the ensuing months. The status of the case was sometimes unclear from their statements. Sheriff's Department spokesperson on July 2nd said Cho was classified as a missing person and they had suspended the search and rescue operation in the hills of Morongo and the Yucca Valleys. However, it was later apparent that the search was continuing. The Sheriff's Department reported using a fixed-wing aircraft to search from the air on July 24th at an undisclosed day served a at an undisclosed day served a search warrant. On July 31st, detectives returned with 7 dogs and a second search warrant and searched the whole and the surrounding areas looking for evidence. We sought a search warrant due to the property owner not being present and multiple people on site living at the location, Sergeant Eric Smoot told the High Desert. So I wonder if, I feel like that's not the one I read last. I think it was this one, actually, to be honest, because that doesn't, let's see if there's anything like new in here. I'll just kind of skim through it.
Yeah,
so yeah, her friend Cody Orell is the last known person to have seen her. The two who met in New Jersey and used to date were staying on a friend's property. On the afternoon of June 28th, he went into the tour bus that they crossed the country in, and she apparently walked away. There was a 10-minute window where window there, and she evaporated, Orell said in a phone interview Thursday. Yeah, never mind. So we were talking about how that word's very strange. Like who uses that word for somebody being missing? Like, oh, she just evaporated.
And everyone who's listening, try to remember bits and pieces of this because we're going to be talking about it in a little bit more detail. So try to remember things that are said and the impact that would have.
According to the sheriff's report of Orell's call for help placed at 5:13, Cho got upset and walked into the hills between Yucca Valley and Morongo Valley. Orell tried to find her, then called their circle of friends for help. When they couldn't find her, they called in law enforcement. They told the sheriff's statement she didn't take her phone, water, or food with her. I searched all in the hills and no tracks anywhere, Orell said. When law enforcement searchers joined the effort, he said, they found all of my tracks and my friend's tracks, but none of hers. Sergeant Scott Stafford with the Morongo Basin Sheriff's Station said the sheriff's helicopter and members of the search and rescue unit had been actively searching since Cho was reported missing. Sheriff spokeswoman Jody Miller told New Jersey media that there is no sign of foul play and Cho is considered voluntarily missing. Orell thinks she got into a vehicle with someone. So this is before they found her. Yeah. So remember, this article is before, right?
Yeah. It's like July, right? On this article.
So, Orell thinks she got into a vehicle with someone. So he's going over and over what happened and what might have happened to the friend he crossed the country with. Because remember, they're searching like everywhere around the area. So they figured like she's probably farther away. Maybe she got in a vehicle and left because, I mean, who would have thought that she was right there the whole time? I don't understand how they missed her being that close. On Sunday, she was going out to meet someone and wasn't saying who. I didn't pry into it then, but of course now I wish he trailed off. He believes she would have stayed on a trail if she did walk into the hills and they would have found a sign of her by now. On one hand, we know it's better if she isn't in the wilderness, but also it's been 74 hours, and if she was in a car, our circle to search is much bigger, he said. He drove back to Bombay Beach Thursday to put up flyers with Cho's photo on them, and his friends are active on social media sharing the missing person flyers and information. Following her dream in a converted school bus. For RJOK, Lauren Cho is a woman with plans and a dream for the future, not someone who would walk away from everything. I had seen her the night before. We had dinner the night before, he said. I thought for sure she'd be back for dinner again that night. Cho was a talented soprano singer who toured with choirs in Europe as a teenager. Yeah, remember we listened to some of video of her singing. I don't know if you guys remember that live. Whoever, those of you that were there, we listened to. She's pretty good.
A great voice. Yeah.
Her friend said she held a degree in music education from Westminster Choir College in New Jersey and taught music to high schoolers in Irvington Township. She was also a section leader in a New Jersey church choir. Dissatisfied with her job, Cho moved out west with Orell over the winter, driving across the U.S. in his tour bus. The two had met through mutual friends on Memorial Day and hit it off right away. He had always planned to come out west, and she decided to join him. Lauren wanted a different life. She wanted to move from the East Coast and taste freedom, Orell said. She quit her job and moved into the bus with me. In December, they ended their journey in Bombay Beach, a tiny community about 415 people at the Salton Sea. It's become known in recent years for attracting artists, musicians, and people seeking a freer, more creative life. We're both part of the community of artists down there, and we live part of the year in Bombay, OK said. There's probably a dozen or so of us who live there full-time throughout the winter. Cho bought an old school bus and was converting it into a food truck. The idea was she was going to come here and open the food truck and follow her dreams, Orel said. She and Orel decided to try out recipes by hosting dinners. Bombay Beach is an isolated community, and we had a group of friends we started doing dinners with every night with Elle cooking, Orel said. It became the hub of the community. Both men say Cho was beloved by her friends, and well known in their circle for her cooking. She makes this basil ice cream that's vegan, and everyone who tries it tells her she ought to be famous for it, OK said. They were invited to stay at a friend's house in Yucca Valley, and Cho started working as a private chef for a friend's Airbnb here. The dream was materializing, Orel said, but she was also troubled. Elle's a super talented person. She's a black belt in Taekwondo and also teaching Taekwondo at age 12. She's one of those super talented people who don't think they are, Orel said. It's tragic that sense of self confidence isn't there. OK is convinced she had plans and wouldn't have abandoned them. She was in the middle of working on her bus, he said. The day she went missing, she texted me earlier asking for some help on it. She also had a parakeet named Porkchop that she didn't like to leave. She'd be worried if she was going to be away from him for a day. So that's another thing that's worrying me, he said. OK was one of 3 friends whom Orel called when Cho went missing. We immediately dropped everything and we were out there all night. I've spent pretty much 24 hours straight driving the hills there. There's no sign of her anywhere, he said Wednesday afternoon. She was apparently trying to take her car at the time, but she didn't have the keys. She had an intention to go somewhere, and I know she was dating again. Maybe she doesn't realize we're searching. On Wednesday, OK was driving into the low desert, following a vague lead. Someone said they saw someone matching her description in Thousand Palms, so I'm driving down there right now, he said. It's not very good lead, but it's something. Sheriff calls shows other wait, Sheriff's calls show others claim to see her with a man at a restaurant in Yucca Valley. In the meantime, the Riverside County Sheriff's Department is investigating a body found in the area of Johnson Road and 15th Street north of Desert Hot Springs around 9:30 a.m. Thursday. Did that turn out to be
Maybe,
her?
no, maybe that's
Oh,
what it
okay, because I was
was.
like, what is that? Oh, where's
Maybe
that
that's where we
area?
went because that sounds like kind of where we went because it was past a highway.
Are you
So I
sure that's
wonder,
not the one that turned out to be her?
no,
I
because
don't
she
know.
wasn't found until October. And wasn't this written in
Oh,
July?
oh, I
Yeah.
forget. Huh, okay. Maybe that's what it was. You're right. I'll have to go see if I could find that article. Where are we at? Okay. So, yeah, so there's a body found. A Riverside Sheriff spokesperson said Thursday afternoon that no details about the body, including sex, have been released. Cho's friends just want to know she's safe. She's a wonderful person, Orel said. Elle's great. Great sense of humor, just really sweet. She has a wonderful heart. Anyone who sees Lauren is asked to immediately call. Yeah, so, but the sheriff's dispatch. Okay, so,
So
oh,
we covered
yeah.
this, and I
What?
was like really curious about it because we were going to maybe look into it more when the toxicology came out or the cause of death came out. So I started kind of trying to look into it. And I found a few accounts, like the Reddit, on Reddit, there's a Lauren Cho subreddit. And the theory on there was that Tao killed her, or her ex-boyfriend, Cody killed her, or all 3 of them, like OK, Cody, and Tao, all killed her. I don't know what the motive would be. We don't have a cause of death saying there was a murder, but that was the theories that were going, and it kind of disturbed me because it is basically a true crime subreddit. And instead of using any kind of critical theory, or if someone had another idea, it would be quickly shot down. And then I was looking on TikTok, because a lot of stuff was on TikTok. Like, that's how I found out that it wasn't that far. They kind of showed this map of the hole and then said, this is the hole, and here's where the hole is, and here's where her body's found, right? How did they miss it? And so it was kind of interesting. I was asking questions because I saw a lot of comments in there that seemed kind of disingenuous, right? Like, so Tao's famous because he's a celebrity and he's a prince. And people were like, she was dating Tao. She's Tao's ex-girlfriend. And Tao killed her. And I said, really? Can you show me the link for that? And I was really respectful, you know, and I was blocked from a lot of accounts just for asking very simple, like, where's the link? This kind of like, because I'm curious, like, if anyone has more information, it'd be nice to know. So when we talk about it, it's based in something. So I started going back to Reddit and I realized that um, there were some people in there who knew her, like some people from New Jersey that had worked with her, that were kind of setting the record straight and saying, because the theory is that her old boss came out here in California and said, before her body was found, we need to find her and that we need to focus on that. And it wasn't common knowledge what was going on online that Lauren didn't get along with her boss, according to her friends. Even in New Jersey, she didn't get along with her boss because her boss had, according to everybody that knew Lauren, taken advantage of Lauren and turned like a 6-month job into a 2-year job where she didn't get a raise and just treated her badly, made her feel, according to her friends, like she didn't have self-worth. So I started digging a little bit more and I found posts that were from RJOK, one of the guys mentioned in the article. And he says that basically him and his friends had to shut up because the media was getting everything they said wrong. They were willing to talk to anybody at any time, but anything they said got twisted. And then everyone was replying to him like, shut up, you're a murderer, like just bizarre stuff. And I'm like, is this not a true crime community where like maybe he is a liar, but where we can take this information and kind of ask him questions and vet it or get to the bottom of it? It just seemed like he had shut down. He'd said what he wanted. And I have some of his Reddit posts where he kind of outlines, because a lot of the narrative right now is this. They sent up they sent in cadaver dogs. They sent up drones. How was the body not found? But the dates that so RJOK was on premise. These people might not even live in California who are over here commenting. This is a guy who was there and knew Lauren. And he's saying they didn't send in the cadaver dogs till days later, weeks later. And they only searched the property. They only searched the hole to see if we had hidden a body. That kind of makes sense. Because why would it be they hit a body, these 3 guys hit a body, then after the search, they went and dumped it, but they only dumped it 1,000 feet away. Also, he has said, RJOK has said on Reddit, that her body was found behind a barbed wire fence on a neighbor's property that absolutely hates them. Hates them. And another thing that struck me, what a lot of people who think that these 3 men did it say, is that they keep changing their story. That Cody keeps changing his story. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't see a lot of versions of the story, so I don't know what he would be changing. And they also say he took her keys. That's become a big bone of contention. She was out there without any keys and to her vehicle. She had her car packed with water and food and she wanted to leave. And these men prevented her from leaving. Well, what RJ says is she didn't have the car packed with anything except she had a bottle of booze and a knife. And she said, I'm going off to end it. And Cody, being her friend, was like, you are absolutely not taking the keys from you. In hindsight, does he wish he hadn't and that at least she would have been found because, she would have been in a vehicle? They could have found her before 105 days or however long. probably, but it's not always black and white. There has to be, you have to kind of dig a little bit in certain things and find out. And it kind of started making a little bit more sense to me. And I wish that they hadn't blocked me on TikTok so I could actually ask questions. Because when I'm asking for links, they're not providing them to me. And it just, if they have proof of what they're saying, if not, it's slanderous. You can't just say, so what they have done is they have used cancel culture and they have called Airbnb and written letters.
I think she froze. Did you freeze? That's weird. She's froze, guys. Huh, that's weird. Bill, I don't see how they didn't see.
Am I back?
Yeah, you froze. What happened? What did it sound like? What was it on your side?
It was just spinning. Did I look
Oh,
really weird when I was frozen?
no, it froze on a good spot. Normally
Oh, it
mine's
did?
always froze on a weird spot. Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know. Okay, so I don't even remember. What was I saying last? You don't know, probably. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like, oh, so they got the Airbnb shut down. And what ended up happening is based on this hunch. Okay, the investigators are doing what they can. So, based on these people writing to Airbnb over and over again, demanding for this Airbnb to be shut down, they got shut down. So, all the people that worked there lost their jobs. And these are Lauren's friends that have now lost their jobs. And I just don't see how it's a good idea to not do your due diligence and ask questions or wait for the toxicology report, wait for the cause of death to come out and make a decision.
I have a question. I'm reading this article here. I'm
Mhm.
skimming it because I'm trying to see if they're gonna give me a location. Why does it say? Oh, never mind. It's talking about Gabby. Shoot, I'm on an article about Lauren, and then it must have started talking about Gabby, and that's why I had to mention it because it said that she died about 3 to 4 weeks before her body was found, but then it didn't make sense because that would make it freaking August something. I'm like, wait, so that means she hung out for months with nobody knew where she was, but they freaking started talking about Gabby. Sorry. Oh,
It's
go
okay.
ahead. I probably
It's
just
okay.
interrupted your train of thought.
No,
Oh, jeez.
I just no, but I have some of that, but what my God, this is falling out. What ended up after me digging and digging and digging, somebody reached out to me privately and shared, purportedly shared pages from Lauren's diary. And we're going to tell you it's very sensitive um, stuff. If this is her diary, we don't know because someone can say this is her diary, but we don't know. But also, purportedly, this was given to her family and they don't want to. And I understand because I come from a culture where um, taking your life is frowned upon, right? So if you come from a culture where that's not acceptable, maybe it's a culture shock for her family. I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm saying that it could be a possibility that everyone's ignoring because it's a culture shock to the family. And it needs to be so the family was given this and they didn't do anything with it. And the police have it now. But before the police got the diary, these people took photos of it and they shared a couple of those pages with us. So do you want to read that
Do
right
you
now?
want to have you? How many times have you read it through? Do you know it pretty well that you could probably read it better than me?
I know it pretty well. There's two words I sometimes get hung up on, but hopefully
All
after
right.
reading it I could
All right.
pick it
I
up.
could,
But
and then you could read it if you
I
want
could read
because
it from my end maybe because you could share it and then I could let
yeah.
me pull it up on my end as well. So again, you guys, this
So
is sensitive.
just basically what's going on here is there's a group of people that is just blindly blaming her group of friends of murder when we don't even know if homicide is the cause of death. We don't even know the cause of death. So they're like blindly just like blaming this group of friends, calling them murderers and blaming that Tao guy. I mean, it's just not right for them to be so quick to just say, "Oh, they murdered her," you know? So there's this diary pages, and if this really is, it seems to be a reliable source, but if this really is her diary, it looks like there's possibility that maybe she took her own life, maybe, you know. So we'll probably know when we hear the cause of death. Kind of, it'll give us a little bit clearer picture of how she died. And you know, so but the thing is these people need to stop blaming this group of friends. And they're not just saying that they think, oh, well, maybe, you know, maybe they killed her. They're saying they killed her. Like it's a fact. Like they murdered her. They killed her. Instead of just saying, oh, this is my theory. So they're like spreading misinformation. If somebody really trusts them and just happens to run across their video, doesn't know much about the case, and they hear this, they're like, oh, Tao murdered her. And then they're going to think, oh, well, they said it like a fact. They must know. You know what I'm saying? It's just dangerous. They just need to be careful. So,
It's really irresponsible because some people just look at something as, wow, these people might know her. They're from California, or they're from the area, they're from Bombay, and they have people. So the thing is so the cops, apparently, according to RJ, okay, the cops, when they showed up, said, you guys stop searching. You're contaminating the area. So they made them stop. And then they were like, absolutely. So supposedly Cody said she went this way and the cops looked that way and she was found this way. You know what I mean? So how is it? And Tao was out of, and it even says it in the article, he was out of town when she disappeared. So how did he murder her? Like, it's just, they do not. And that's the thing sometimes with true crime that I've been finding recently. I don't know if it's always been like this. People don't do their due diligence. And if you want to know my background, the reason why I'm into true crime is I wrote for Hustler magazine for true crime. I have a background in writing for true crime. I have a passion for it. I didn't think I would be doing it ever again, like talking about it like this, but it just so happened. I just love it. But you have to be careful. You have to be careful what you source. And I think that it's irresponsible to have a platform and just come out and say, these guys killed her. Absolutely, hands down. Women, stay away. They're insane. They took her keys. A friend, if I was leaving with a purported bottle of alcohol and a knife and saying, that's it, I'm going to end it. And it ended up being the day she disappeared, this happened. This was the argument that they had before she disappeared. And I'm taking the car, and my friend owns that car too, or maybe doesn't even own that car. Any one of my friends would you'd probably take my keys away, right, Zav? Like, you'd be like, you're not going anywhere. But if I was so determined, I probably would do it. So I guess this light is like timed. Thank you, Steph Joy. I'm blind from the light. Thank you. You're so kind. Thank you. Yeah, the background's kind of crazy, huh? It'll turn off in
I think
4
it looks
hours.
awesome. I like it. It's cool. Your background, it looks good.
Thank
Um,
you.
so yeah, let me know when you're ready to read. I'll put it
Oh,
up. I mean,
sorry.
no rush.
Jeez.
No, just let me know. I'll wait till you're
Okay,
ready.
so the
I'll put
first,
it up. You want me to now?
yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
put it up. Yeah, I know what the first page is. Okay, that's the
Hold on
second
one sec.
page, so it's gonna be.
All right, hold on one second. I'm trying to see what one looks better because we're gonna zoom in. Hold on, I just want to see. I'll switch the page. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, we can do it like that, right? You
Mhm.
could read it and okay. All right.
Yeah, and I have my end, so I can.
Okay.
Okay, so
Are you
it
gonna try to
says,
start here? Right.
yeah.
Okay.
hmm I could have done, and then there's a period, and it's often true, but I get overwhelmed or distracted, anxious, forgetful, Or sometimes my brain won't process what it's being told, and I'm so frustrated with my own ability so often. It has become the default way I see myself, too. She was probably numbering things like reasons. Two, I spend a lot of time thinking about dying. I'm told that killing myself would be infinitely worse than me sticking around and continuing to cause problems for the people I love. And I believe Cody believes that wholeheartedly, but it's hard for me to understand. I know he likes me and we have a lot of good together, but I also know my issues lead him to doubt our ability to be together on a very regular basis. I am the most self judging person he knows, the person who worries more than anyone he has ever met, the only person who talks to him meanly, even if I don't know I'm doing it. I felt like a problem for most of my life for a large amount of people I value. I feel like a problem for Cody more than anyone else, I think. Maybe because he deserves it the least, and he takes good care of me. There's a lot of effort I don't think I deserve. I strive to be someone he deserves in life, but I think I just keep making it worse. All I've ever wanted was for someone kind and good to love me, but turns out I'm bad at loving someone kind and good back. I think of the issues I've caused and how and the birth of issues yet to arise. And I wonder why I bother to continue to try and live. Why struggle? Cody says he would be devastated, but I think that only applies if we're together at the time. My sister would be beside herself, but she's had to worry about me her entire life, and that quota has long been filled. She helped somebody after that person lost her sister, so I'm sure that person would do the same. I can't think of anything that wouldn't be better without me. I know it's hard to feel important when that's the word I was getting. When you've felt like a problem so much. I know it must be scary to be an extreme for your partner in a way that is not positive. You are clearly unhappy with yourself. All of the effort that goes into wishing you weren't here is energy you could put towards being someone you would rather be. Start by taking away negative self talk a platform. Be kind and good to yourself in order to know how Cody should be loved. So, again, I'm just going to say this is purportedly her diary or pages from her diary. And um, if anybody out there is struggling with anything like this, please do. There's numbers you can call. A lot of us go through this, obviously. It's not an uncommon thing. And it's heavy, right? Like it's really heavy. Regardless of who wrote it, it's heavy. But if we think that this could possibly be, and her family knows her writing, right? So if this could possibly be what she thought, or maybe what she was going through, all this conjecture and blaming her friends that she felt whole with, reading some of RJOK's posts and what he's very articulate in the things he says. why would anybody, he said she wanted to be, the last thing on earth she wanted to be was a problem to somebody. If she even thought that this much fuss was being made about her, she would be mortified by it. She didn't even understand people loved her to this level. And if she did, maybe it would have saved her life. But she had, according to RJOK, some deep seated issues. And she thought that Cody was the only person in the world who ever showed her true love. And that's what RJOK said in one of his posts, that, this is, you guys are blaming someone who she held in the highest regard, and she wouldn't be okay with that. And this is someone that knew her that you guys are blaming. So I don't know. It's just something to think about, right? Like, once we find out toxicology, once we find out cause of death, we'll know a little bit, but it doesn't stand a reason that she wouldn't have walked off that property. We thought at first it was like 4 miles. We're like, the desert in June. Oh my God, how did she make it? But if it was only 1,000 feet away and she decided to take her life into her hands and just then, I don't know. What do you think?
Why aren't they given the location? Is it because it'll make them look so stupid that she was that close? They just don't. I mean, I don't understand. Normally, they give you the location or at least say how far away. But I mean, you can't find anything. If you dig into people talking, they're saying that, but you can't find anything from like a local news or anything. It doesn't say. It just says in the Yucca Valley Desert. That's all. I'm just confused. Why? Like I said, maybe it's just going to make the law enforcement looks stupid. Maybe they're embarrassed to even say, but I don't know.
Maybe because it was on private property.
Oh, but
And
couldn't they
giving,
say how far away? Because you don't find that in like news reports. You just find that in like people talking. But I haven't found anything that says anything officially like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like at least say like, oh, it was this far away, or
maybe so much has been disrupted. So this was an active Airbnb, with people actively staying there. It was like kind of a lifestyle place. If you,
I'm
we have
gonna do
pictures.
the GPS of it real quick and just see.
Yeah,
So what day did they find her body again? It was October 9th, right?
I feel like, yeah, it was
I
either
think it was October 9th because we just read that article. I think that's what it said.
yeah.
Um, and she went missing June 28th, I think,
Mhm,
right?
mhm. Yeah, June 28th.
All
Yeah.
right, well, let
But
me.
she was behind a barbed wire fence, and maybe it was the last "F you" to this neighbor, like, "Oh, you don't like me, I'm gonna be on your, property." And from what RJ has said, he believes this neighbor because the neighbor's never lied, so he doesn't think the neighbor is, like, inclined to the foul play, um, involving, like, that he, because he doesn't like them, did anything to Lauren, because
Oh, okay.
he says, like, he's been upfront the whole time. But so the Airbnb got raided by police, and imagine you're just some
Yeah.
innocent person that's staying there. 6 o'clock in the morning, they take everybody out, even the guests, guns out, handcuff them. Well, yeah, I don't know if they handcuffed the guests or they just handcuffed the workers, because Elle basically worked there cooking. Like, she wasn't completely like known as a cook, but if a guest wanted, like, which sometimes sometimes they brought their own food, sometimes they were like, yeah, cook for me. Then she cooked, but she cooked for all of her friends all the time because she was really talented in it.
Do you want me to read that message or remember you told me to get that message for wait, hold on, let me see. Thanks for the reply. About the complaints about the Airbnb.
Do you, I mean, it's like showing the amount of cancel culture without anything to back it. It depends if you think it's worth reading.
Yeah, so this Airbnb, I mean, I don't feel like there was any right to go shutting them down. I mean, what they didn't do anything wrong, right? It's just stupid. I don't know. Do you not want to, or I don't know?
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's like this person's putting this out, like everybody, like you need to co-sign to this and we need to get the word out because we need justice for Elle. But in what if you're wrong? What if there's no murder involved here and you're shutting down her friend's ability to have a job and pay their way? Like, who gives you the right to do something like that based on what? On what information? And if anybody if anyone wrote this and they get a message, you know, talk to us and chat about what your sources are because I haven't been able to find them. But yeah, Zav,
Okay. Let's see.
tell us
It says,
about it.
thanks for your reply. I would like to voice my complaints about this matter. I know you have no direct say in the way Airbnb handles these situations. So if you can send the following sentiments higher up the corporate ladder if need be. I frankly think it is disturbing and dangerous that Airbnb continues to allow this location to operate after a woman has gone missing there. Her name is Lauren Cho. She hasn't been forgotten. This was almost 4 months ago, and she still has not been found. I feel terrible for the what for the what? For the something who stay here without the women?
Women.
The women
Mhm.
who stay here without realizing that this location might be dangerous. After all, Airbnb does not disclose that there is an active missing persons investigation linked to this place. The fact that its location remains listed on this site speaks volumes about how much Airbnb prioritizes the personal safety of their guests. I sincerely hope that no other woman go missing at Tao Rispoli's commune. And then there's one more. Hold on, right? Isn't there one more somewhere?
It might be the same and it just says like this is the reply I got and we're just gonna keep plowing ahead. But yeah, like I don't
Okay, hold
remember.
on. Let me see. Why does my phone keep going back and forth? It's weird. This one says great location for a good price, wonderful property. The sunset is to die for, and the pool is amazing. The people I talked to were amazing. I did everything I wanted to do in the day I stayed. Only setback about the vixen. The door didn't latch, so I had to jerry rig it so my dog couldn't get out at night. It was hot and there were no extra fans, which is okay, so plan on bringing your own. Little hiccup that cut my stay short involving a warrant. Tao can explain that to future guests. I think it should be mentioned before booking. I don't know.
So this is one of the guests who got taken out because they and you know they have to, right? I mean, I guess this is something that has to happen. But wouldn't that be enough? The cops are supposedly doing their job, and if footprints weren't found and all that, it's not Tao's problem or Cody's problem or OK's problem. It's the police problem. It's the police who didn't find the footprints. They didn't try to divert anything, right? I mean, there was no. How did the police not find the body? Why is nobody asking that? I
I
mean,
know that's messed up. But their answer would probably be, oh, because they moved the body, they took her, killed her, put her somewhere, and then moved it. Is probably what those other people would say. Is what I'm
right.
saying.
I need to find the date of. I took notes on this. I need to find all the dates broken down. Give me a second and I'll
I know I'm gonna get the
read.
map up too. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll read to you from OK's own. So OK was one of the guys that was in, that's a friend of, so he also lived on the property and worked at Bombay Beach. And if I had to delete my video, but I made a video, one of my videos, I made it for you. I ended up making it for you, Tiff, because
Oh,
the
for
first
me?
15 well, the first 15 minutes I put up pictures of the Bombay artist community, like the projects they had taken, so that everyone kind of gets an idea what it looks like in Bombay. Do you want me to show that? Should I share my screen and show that or no one cares? It's
Well,
okay.
what is it now?
Like the pictures from like the artist community she started
Oh, yeah, I
belonging
can.
to. This is
There's no
in two,
music or anything, right?
no music. This is 2018, so it's
Yeah, go ahead.
we could do the GPS first and then we can go back to that.
No, we'll do that first because yeah,
Okay.
we should do yours first. I would say
Okay, so hold on. I have to say share and then I have to do is
you
it
should be able to
gonna
do it all yourself. I think.
yeah, hopefully we'll see what it tells me.
Just make sure you don't have anything up on your screen that's gonna play. That's like gonna pop up or anything. But I should go get one of my suckers for the GPS. Hey,
Does it
California, huh?
is it showing it?
No. Oh yeah, I see it down there. Now, can you add it yourself?
Oh
You
my
should be
gosh, I
able
gotta
to.
find you now. Oh,
I
okay,
hope you're
here.
supposed to be able to. Hey, California. Hey, Amanda.
Hey,
Um,
you're at 51K?
yes. You know what?
Congratulations.
That's funny you said that, Amanda. I just noticed today, or maybe I just hit it today. I don't know. I was looking at my the creator studio, and I happened to say, "Oh, 51." Maybe it is because I just hit it. But yeah,
That's amazing. That's a
it
big.
is.
Should we sing happy birthday to you?
No, it's not my. It's my grandma's birthday today, though.
That's right. Happy birthday,
92.
Grandma Mary.
Yeah.
We need to sing to her.
She got sang to twice today because part of the family came over at the beginning for like breakfast, lunch type, or more lunch, and then more came over at the end. So yeah, she got to
That's
we
so
sang her
awesome.
twice. I'm going to say she is not 51 years old. Oh, heavenly class. Okay, so go ahead. What are we doing? It says could not connect to server.
I know.
Oh,
Don't just ignore it. Who knows?
oh,
Hopefully it'll work. But this is one of the art installations. It's like a bunch of
where is
so
it at now?
this is Bombay Beach. So before
Oh,
I need to go, actually, I'm just gonna go. Hopefully it's not gonna mess me up. So before Bombay Beach did this, it was there was no art there. It was just the Salton Sea. And then what happened is they kind of like made this like little artist community. And remember how like I had this thing, this like swing thing? So like they put this out in the sea. Just like a swing, just things you could photograph, kind of really interesting. So I guess Tao is the guy who came up with this
hmm.
concept. This is a little plane that's a you go inside of it or you can have dinner out here on the but so they bought up lots. They bought up house lots and they turn them into art installations. So the people that actually live in Bombay, which are families, some elderly people live there, some sketchy people live there, some like a lot of different people live there. And they're kind of gentrifying it in this really bizarre way. So here's I'll show you that in the daytime, like what that looks like. Here's the demon house. And the demon house has this leaf your dreams for the poetry. So it's like this tree, and then you go up to it, and it
Hmm.
has little sayings. I ate my dreams, but I'm still hungry. There's all these little sayings on all these pieces of paper. So you see, like it's kind of like the type of, and the Salton Sea is made there's no sand. It's just made by fish bones, like a lot of fish bones. So here's a representation of like an art installation of still life at the Salton Sea. See, it's like all fish bones in the food, fish,
Wow.
dead fish.
Yeah.
So, like, some of the people that actually live there aren't too happy. So, this is the artist community that she belonged to. I want to just show you that house and that thing that was lit up. So, this is the plane, it's all glass.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and you just go
Wow.
up in it.
Do you have like the inside, like more where we could see up when you go up? There's any in, no.
I wish they no, it was gate. See how it's like a gate right here? It was gated off. So it's like a corner lot that they did this in. I have some, hold on, that I went inside of, like these trippy. This is all, it has to load, I guess. This is all paper. So someone actually cut out all of these tiny little paper things to make this. It's going to be blurry because it's not loaded. But things of birds, just everything in here is made of paper. And it's not loading for some
Wow.
reason. But like it's just an interesting weird place. Yeah. Okay. I will stop sharing now. How do I do that?
Why? That
I
was
don't.
cool.
I think
What's
like
that say?
everyone's
Revelation. What does that say?
which one?
Is this all from there? Tell me everything.
Yes.
Those are all.
Yes.
Hmm.
Tell me everything was a.
So you took all these pictures.
Yes, these are all ones I took. Yeah.
The sea will tell you things. Hmm. No, I mean let's look at them if there's more. What does that say?
It's just they like took houses, and a lot of the houses are. This is actually. I have a record label. This is actually a punk band that played in Oakland. Oh, my friend's in that.
what did? Oh, okay.
Look, no fighting, no pooping. I just love that.
Wait, what?
Do you see what it says? Open to the public 24/7, 365 days, no fighting, no pooping. Do you see it?
No, I don't get it. What am I missing something?
No,
I know
it's
I
just
see what it
weird.
says, but I'm confused. What does it mean?
It's just something weird. Like this was in a house, so this
No
is the house. I
fighting, no
wish it would load.
pooping.
The whole entire house, every
Well, I
room.
have a feeling if you're not pooping, you're gonna be fighting eventually. Like I don't get it though.
What?
I'm trying to. Am I missing the point on that?
I don't
Is that over
know.
my head or something?
No, I just thought it was like funny, like the things to say no to. Like those are like two things to say no to is pooping and fighting. What? Like there's other things you could, oh, those were all underwear. So this is all like some panties that men's underwear, women's underwear. So you guys kind of get a vibe of what Bombay is. It's just like a
And
chandelier,
how many of
really.
people are in this community?
They said 415, but that's probably now this it kind of makes sense, but
That's probably what.
it might make sense for there to be about 450. I don't know if they mean the artist community or all of Bombay Beach because it is a pretty small. I wish it was focusing. So they have this. I wish I could. Why it's yeah.
Is that
It's a yes.
uh,
The
what's it
comedian.
say? I can't, I
I
can't
live.
see.
It's probably I live
Oh,
in a
I live in
van.
a van. This right is. Yeah. Oh my god. What's it say on that building beside it?
It's not loading,
Oh
but
well.
I think it's
Oh, okay.
LGBTQH plus pride. So yeah. What am I? So yeah, this is basically like the community that she belonged to. This is that house. If it was in focus, it would be a lot better. But it's all paper. It was kind of a really pretty, like looking through one of the. So much art went into this and care, and then this is another weird house with. They had mannequins with hair coming out of weird places. Is this going to be like naughty for your channel?
No. What do you mean? I'm just
Like,
no.
okay. And they like turn trailers into things. Okay, I think everyone's like bored, I feel.
No, I'm not. No, why? I like looking at stuff. Well, I don't know. I like looking at it. I'm
You
just
do.
looking at chat because I just saw something. I'm just trying to see what was going on. But no, I don't know. I think it's interesting. How's chat
And
doing? Hold on a
this
second.
was actually cool. They painted the RV and they put a couch in between and the real RV is behind it and they lined it up exactly. So you could do like you could sit on the couch and look.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That was just did somebody I think my neighbor just sneezed really loud. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that. That was your neighbor?
Yes. Like I think it was my neighbor.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
I
crazy.
thought it sounds like somebody in your house.
No,
Wow.
it's like
Do you have your windows open or
I
something?
do. I
Oh,
do.
okay.
This is these stairs are made of styrofoam. They look like the stairs that lead up to this house. This house is all mirrored like aluminum. And then inside is like disco balls and at night it just glows.
Oh, cool.
So they bought this property and then built this. So a lot of the people you could imagine if you actually own a house next door and someone can just come, some rich kid or whatever, someone that could afford $180,000 or maybe 50,000. I don't even know what they go for. And They won't let me play it, huh? There's not. I don't think there's going to be music. I better not play it. Yeah, so that's like looking in the window. It's hard with the reflection. But yeah, like imagine somebody next door to you just buys this house up and then churns it into this when you're trying to live your life out there in solitude. So I think that the people that are actually from Bombay just didn't get along with the artist community that year.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Now I gotta turn this back on. Yeah, let's look at.
That was neat. Look at what now?
So? Well, look at what were we looking at? I feel like we were gonna look at something.
Wow, you look scary now. You're really dark.
Hold on, I can't turn it on.
It's really dark. You could just see like, hey.
Oh my god.
You look like a goose. We should do a
while this is happening. Yeah.
Narc, or what is it called? Narc, or I don't even know what I can't even think what the like spirit, is it a spirit box or whatever where you do the app? I don't even know what those are called. EVP, yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the GPS, but I'm gonna go get a sucker, I think. So we
you get a sucker. I'm gonna look at chat.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
I have like this. I pulled this part of my nail and it hurts and it's like bleeding because I'm on blood thinner, so it bleeds a lot easier. All right.
Oh no.
Oh my
Hi guys, you guys are stuck with me.
It's on.
I don't know why my phone will not connect, so I'm not gonna be able to see chat. I can only see chat here, so I might miss a lot of comments. Sorry guys, it's just StreamYard. You do California Thunder? Oh my gosh. I hope it makes you sleepy when I'm reading. Yeah. Did you like it, Libra Scales? I feel like everyone was really bored. Like I did it on my channel and then it was before I read, and I read it was the worst connection I've ever had. So every other word was cutting out. Yeah, I actually made it private is what I did. So Tiff could use it if she needed to, but I just did it now. Did you guys have fun? Thank you, Gayla Gale. Aw, you guys are really sweet. Today has been one of those. I feel like I should be like Shanann right now. What? I'm a mess. I'm just a mess. Oh, Libra, look, I didn't even know I put your comment up. You guys. Hi, Maria Lynch. Hi, Bridget Rose. I'm happy you guys are all here and all our amazing mods. Zav went to go get a sucker. Too bad she can't get me a sucker. When she comes back and she's reading, I'm going to go get a sucker. I'm kidding. I'm really not. I did, Dark Sea. I did. I had a really crazy day today. Did you like that? It was really crazy today, but it was. So when I got home from work, I was like, I actually need a drink. I had crazy. Thank you. Gail, don't even joke about. Is my audio off? Let me know if it's off, guys. Cherry Bomb, is it off for you? Am I sounding okay? Oh, great. I'm probably. Let me know when I get better because I'm probably about to lose connection. Hold on, I'll check.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. It's staticky. Shoot.
But I missed anything. I was hoping Zeke would get up.
It's buzzing. No, it's mine. It's going to be mine. Tiff, I think my audio is really bad.
Whoa. Yeah, it is. What's going on? What the heck?
I'm muting.
Yeah, you can't mute the whole time. What the heck? Was it just started like that? Is it plugged in all the way?
Wait, are you still hearing it? I was
Yeah.
muted.
Yeah. When you talk? Only when you talk. When did it start?
Okay, I'm gonna go out and come back in because it's doing it when you talk now. Talk.
It is?
Not anymore. Is it still doing it for me?
Yeah.
I'm muting.
We'll go out and come in or something. Or I'm trying to think what you could do. It's weird. It was weird. Anyway, you have to come back because we're doing the GPS. I got 2 suckers. I was hoping Zeke would wake up so I could come get him. So I took my time. It's a piece of loose hair. No. I took my time. Where is that? I can't get it. You guys see that? It's like it looks like a piece of loose hair. I couldn't find it. I look like an idiot. Oh my god. All right. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it's buzzing. I don't know. Out of all of these, I like the grape. This is actually grape. I thought it was blue raspberry, but it's grape. I like this one, and I like the red raspberry too. But I think I like the grape the best so far. Or when they have the pomegranate is really good, but those ones are hard to find sometimes on they weren't in the, and I don't they're not in the bag, so sometimes you have to find them separately. Go Linda. Come up, Bella. You can come up. You don't need my help anymore.
I
You
know,
don't
but
need
I
my
was. Am I bad still?
No, it sounds normal
Okay,
again.
good.
That was
I was waiting till
weird.
you were done because I thought I'd mess up.
No.
That's weird, huh? I didn't hear it. Chat just said.
Yeah, that sounded weird. Yeah, bad, pretty bad. How long ever since I left you were bad?
I think so.
You're lollipop. You gonna eat one?
I want one.
Oh, you don't have any left.
I do, but it's over.
Oh.
It's really far away.
Okay.
Tempted.
Well, okay. So here, I have the GPS ready. Right, we could
Yeah.
do where because I don't know if you guys remember when we covered it last time. We went there. So this is the Airbnb that they were at. Right.
Oh, see, look it down there at the bottom. Do you see that long? That's the pool. So look at that. The other property is the hole too.
Where?
See that long? Because the pool is that really long rectangle thing on the
Right
bottom.
here?
Yeah, that's the pool.
Oh, I have a picture because there was a picture of that when one of the things you sent me. Here, let me show you a picture real quick. One of those screenshots you sent me had a picture, so I got it. Hold on. I'll show you guys. So you guys see this pool right here? Right there. I guess it's a pool. I didn't even realize that was it. I was going to ask you too. Where is that? Is that on the... Okay. So hold on. There's a little picture of it real quick. Let me bring it up.
So apparently all those little places are just parts of the Airbnb. So I guess when they said the Vixen, or what did they call that room, wherever they stayed?
It's this one that you sent me that somebody had... I don't know. Somebody wrote something like that's the long pool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's that pool. So go ahead though. So the air when you were to stay at the Airbnb, they could use it, right? Could they swim in it? Or?
Yeah, and you could pick like, I'm sure there's a separate listing for. Like I think there's different things. You could stay at like in an Airstream, or you could stay like in a tent, or like there's different style living on the property.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, so that's this, guys, and then this is where the Airbnb was that they were staying. And then remember, I was trying to find the spot. So where did they find her then? Do you kind of know an estimation then, Bella?
They're kind of saying like the neighbor. So let's look for a neighbor then, right? Because this is from the top. I've seen the picture and it's kind of showing like over kind of a mountain.
Would this be a neighbor? Oh, it did look like over a mountain. So how could it be that short of a distance then? Something's not making sense.
That's probably still their
over
property.
Here, probably, right?
No, maybe there's a mountain. maybe there's like a mountain when you. What other properties maybe are behind them?
Yeah, but nothing looks that close that it would be 0.2 or 0.3.
1,000 feet.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
Yeah.
that far. So, but I don't see any more neighbor. Okay, it would have to be okay. You have. Does he own this property? Is it this way? There's some neighbors over here. But it's not that. Is this his property too?
I feel like that's his property. At
Okay,
least that's
so
definitely
I
his
guess it could be
property.
neighbor. There's none this way.
So property might not mean there's a house there. It might just mean land, but it's definitely behind a barbed wire fence.
Yeah, but why they say? How would they have known? I mean, the people were mean there. I mean, like, so they're just hanging out in the land. They don't have anywhere to stay. It
True.
doesn't even make sense to me, though.
True. That's true.
I don't know. I mean, nothing really is. I wish they would just release it so we could kind of
Get an idea.
have an idea. Maybe it was just this way because maybe these are a little bit like not mountains, but maybe they're a little bit raised that kind of. So maybe it's one of these neighbors. Has to
Maybe.
be.
Or behind them or something.
There's
Like
nothing behind them. You mean this way?
No, that there was that one little property that had like a shed on it or something. Go up a little.
Oh, when you said behind, I thought you meant the other way. So right here?
Like no, you can't see my cursor, huh?
No.
What's to the right of that in that loop? Is there something there?
Yeah.
Like maybe it was
This, yeah.
And maybe the barbed wire fence is like down further. Their property line is down further. I don't know. Basically this is guessing. You know what I mean? Like we don't know. So
Yeah, so that's crazy though. I don't know, but I'm not going to say for sure it's 0.2 or 0.3 miles because nobody officially said that. So I don't know. I mean, supposedly that's what they're saying, right? That's what
right. But nobody's officially said anything.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just have to wait. We don't know the cause of death. We don't know exactly where she was found. Oh, is there pictures right here? Look.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. That's right. We could do the 360. Oh, there we go. See, it does kind of look like this is the 360. So yeah, it could be. It could just be right over. Let's see.
So there's a lot of those airstreams. Interesting. I like the summer out there. I'm not a heat person, I guess.
I wonder if that's who that is.
I love our GPS time, man. He had his shoes on too. I love shoes.
You can't see his shoes though.
We can't?
I can't. You can see shoes?
Whatever. That sucks. Oh no. He's wearing a knit cap.
Okay, so let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's more pictures. All right, let's see if there's more.
Can we drive around that loop? No.
It won't let us go down on it.
Man.
On the main road, maybe. Oh, that's just a picture. So that's just a picture. We could.
Lots of tarantulas.
There's nothing else.
So scary.
What's that?
Tarantulas.
Yeah, it won't let us go down, but we could go. Let's see. Let's try to go on the main road up here. No. God, that was Google's just. They're here though.
Google's letting us down.
There we go. Wow, you can't even see anything. Well, that's
that.
Yeah.
There we have it, guys.
Yeah.
Cherry bomb.
Is there anything else you want to share about this case?
Yeah. I do. I'd like to read some of the
Oh,
things that I found that RJOK had responded to people on Reddit. Um, there's one in particular where he kind of broke down time. I'm just okay. It's kind of long. Maybe I should start. So he claims the High Desert Times misquoted them a bunch and used a lot of strange words we didn't use. And it was the reason for us that stopped talking to the press. Was the articles that we just basically read was the reason that Cody, um, RJ, and probably Tao stopped talking, or anyone out there stopped talking to the press. Plus, that's the only article written when we were under the impression that she had gotten in a car and had not walked off. And we talked about that, which didn't make sense to any of us. None of us really believed she had gotten in a car because it seemed impossible. And she didn't know anyone else out there. And we kept explaining to the police how unlikely that was. But the police kept saying, we can say with extreme confidence that she got in a car. We are 99.9% certain that she drove away from here in a car. So we were like, geez, okay, I guess she did then. You're the professionals. And started to invent scenarios where it was possible. Like maybe she had secret plans with one of her Tinder dates from last week or something. It wasn't until a month later when we found out that she hadn't even made any phone calls beforehand that we finally went, okay, I don't care what the trackers say. There's no way she got in a car. It just doesn't make sense. So, okay. And then not only were we repeatedly misquoted or had one thing said by one person to be attributed to another person, we were also repeating a lot of questionable information that the police had insisted was correct, but we didn't even think twice about any of it. We had just agreed to the interview and rattled off every theory and possibility because we thought maybe there was a shot to find her, and that's all we wanted. So we all wanted as much press as possible so that the public could be looking for her or that she could see we were looking for her if she had gone off willingly or whatever. Um, Ultimately, she was found past a barbed wire fence on a property of some neighbors who hate us. But not only did the police insist they had already thoroughly searched there by foot and by helicopter, but they had also told us not to search in that direction ourselves because we would leave tracks that would screw with the police trackers. So we didn't. That's why I drove out to the highway and several miles parallel and then looped back into the hills so the police wouldn't stop me. But it didn't matter. She was right where we were supposed to be looking and where we were prevented from searching ourselves. This is all according to RJ, okay, who is one of her friends at the Yucca um, Valley property, the hole, which isn't called the hole anymore. And okay, so it didn't matter to the police. We were liberal city folks, so they instantly didn't trust us. And when someone suggested, I think she went this way, they took it as, well, clearly it's the opposite then. And then after just 2 days of searching, during which dozens of volunteers were churned away and police were solely responsible for the efforts, the sheriff department said, no tracks. She got in a car. She didn't walk away. Pack it up, boys. We're done searching around here. Case closed. She didn't walk away. We didn't find her tracks and we are infallible. And if we didn't find them, then there's no way she walked away. So that means someone here is lying. So investigate the crap out of them and take their cars for weeks at a time and serve as many warrants as you need while you comb their property repeatedly and thoroughly to make sure to still treat them like violent offenders while you do it. Handcuff them and wake them up by screaming with guns drawn and threatening to shoot their dogs whenever you come in to do a search. Oh, it's an Airbnb? Handcuff the guests too after you wake them at 6 a.m. No, that's not extreme at all. I mean, we didn't find any tracks after all. And then he goes on to say, like, day one, two deputies, one helicopter promised they'd be back at first light with dogs and more helicopters. Day two, 7 a.m., nobody shows. We call them and they claim they didn't file the missing persons paperwork yet. Nobody shows till 10:30 a.m. when we got a bunch more deputies and a team of police trackers. That evening, they tell us they're pretty sure she got in a car. Day three, huge police search and rescue team comes in early AM, but no dogs because it's too hot. They search all day, and at the end of it is when they tell us they now fully believe she got in a car, and this wasn't a search and rescue case. Day 4 to about day 30, no ground searches whatsoever. Day 31 ish, finally they bring in dogs as well as a warrant, but they're just cadaver dogs. And they only run them through our houses and personal spaces on the property to make sure none of us were hiding or had been hiding a dead body. And they don't search the surrounding desert and certainly don't search any neighbor's property without a warrant. And so they don't find anything. Day 32 to day 105, no ground searches whatsoever. So it wasn't until over 100 days later when they finally came back. And when they did, they literally found her within 20 minutes. And they hadn't spoken a single word to any of us since then, despite having treated us all like suspects for the past 3 months, when all of us were just begging them to trust that we were being truthful and just wanted to find our friend. I mean, you know, we're all into this because we're all into true crime because most of us want and love justice and right. I mean, good night, heavenly clouds. So it kind of is a, I don't know what the word is, annoying part of when you hear rumors or I don't know. What do you think, Zav?
About what?
About like the rumors and the
Well, you've been more in them than me. I haven't really got to be like experience them just from what you were telling me and stuff because I haven't got to be like in the middle of it and like digging in too much. But no, from what you've showed me, yeah, it's messed up, and especially messed up that they're deleting somebody else that's just questioning things like, well, wait a minute, like they're blocking and deleting you. It's just, I don't
like,
know. It doesn't.
It's weird.
Doesn't make sense.
All I asked for was like, hey, do you have a link for that? And they're like, oh, she knows she's part of that. Because they kept saying a lot in their accounts. I have more information, but I'm scared that these guys have friends in here watching. And it's like, watching you for what? Like if they're like, what are they watching you for? But nobody can question their narrative. And that's dangerous when you're in true crime. If you come out with a narrative, be prepared to at least say it's my opinion or to say you have something to back it up, right?
Yeah, but to block you and delete you when people just question it, it's just, yeah, it's messed up. And so these poor friends, if they really don't have anything to do with it, they're being like attacked and accused and just like treated horribly. Now, I mean, we don't know yet, but it's just too early for them to be saying that. Let's just find out and then we'll see what happens, I mean, don't. Because I mean, if they didn't, like, can you just imagine how that would be? Like, people,
are they going to apologize if the toxicology comes out? That
they're going to be like, well, that's not right. There must have been
Right.
something wrong, or it must be make up some kind of excuse, just like they're doing with the Cleo Smith. Oh well, they were involved. They hired the guy to do it or something. Just like, just give it up. I mean,
I haven't
just
heard
say
that
you were
one.
wrong. It's not that big of a deal. Like, I mean, it is a big deal, but I mean, it's that you're wrong, because true crime, of course, you never know. These things are so unpredictable. I mean, even if you study a lot of it and you know human behavior and you know, I mean, you still are going to be wrong a bunch,
Yeah.
because it's just, you just never know, because you're not, everybody's different, number one. Number two, I mean, you're not a criminal, you're not a murderer, you don't know how they think, and you're not going to, I mean, yeah, so it's just not that bad to be wrong, as far as if you're like more what is the word? I can't think of the how to explain this. Like, basically, if you're keeping like,
Cautious.
yeah, and then you're wrong. Like for instance, for us, we're just like, well, I don't know what happened. I just want to wait for the cause of death and before I really start
Right.
thinking about it. But like for instance, with like the Summer Wells, like I would rather be wrong in saying, okay, they didn't have anything to do with it, and then it turns out they did, than rather saying, oh my God, they're murderers, they killed their kid, and then it comes back that they didn't. Like, I'd rather be wrong the other way, because then you don't really have anybody to apologize to. You don't have, you know what I'm saying? Not that. I mean, I brought that up because that whole
I
thing
know
that
that
happened.
was funny
But you know
last
what I'm
time.
saying? It's like, why be so quick to judge? Because those are people's lives. These are real people on the other end of this. It's their lives. That's their life. That's their family that's hearing that they're murderers. That's their jobs that they're losing, possibly. That's their friends that they're looking at them all weird, thinking they're murderers. Like, at least the friends that, you know, some friends I'm sure that know them, or that they went to high school with them, or whatever, family, that are doubting them. And it's just, I don't know, it's just nothing to mess around with. I mean, murder is like a huge deal to be accusing when we don't even know that there was a murder taking place yet. So I don't know. Yeah, I know it makes me mad that it's okay. Like, you can have a theory. Like, I don't have an issue with somebody maybe saying, like, I think maybe they're friends because of this and that. But like the way you're saying they're going about it, they're erasing anybody else that asks for evidence or that asks for links, or how do you know that? They're blocking you, they're blocking people, and they're saying it as fact. So that's just dangerous. It's one thing to just
Dangerous.
say, I think this because this, and this, but to say, hey, he killed her, and just putting it out there, like, because some people just, the crazy thing is, some people will watch a YouTube video or watch a TikTok video and take it as like as honest to God truth. This is fact. Somebody said she did it. Oh, that's it. Like, they people don't think, they think it's just like, it's true. You know how, oh, it's on the internet, it must be true. So
Yeah.
people are going to be thinking that. You'd be surprised how many people do. They watch it and then they just take it as, wow, Talc murdered her. Oh my God, that group is dangerous. I don't want to go around that area. There's a whole group of um,
Crazed,
artists that are killing women. It turns
crazed
into that.
artist.
Like,
Yeah.
like they probably, oh, you even said earlier, they probably killed many women. You didn't say it, but you said that other people are saying, like,
Yeah.
that
They
maybe, oh, maybe they've killed other people. Like, what? Now they're serial killers? I mean, they might not even be killers at all. Like, let's just wait. So I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's messed up.
Yeah, they actually said that somebody, because a lot of people have stayed at this Airbnb, and they're like, people were getting in there going, how is this in my timeline? I just stayed here, and like tagging their friends they stayed with. And their response to that is, you're lucky you didn't get killed like the others. Like, excuse what? Wait, what? Like, so like they're like, really? I'm lucky I didn't get killed. I just like, and they're gonna go about their lives like, I could have been killed at that Airbnb. Like, no, no. What if that isn't the case? It's just dangerous, like you said, yeah. But this is how we learn too, guys, right? So I think some of these people are really young. One of them said she was 21, one of the people that made the page. So maybe like, you know, this is just she's entering into true crime. And maybe next time just be a little bit more careful what you put out there, because I don't know if you'll get sued over this, because maybe they just want to leave it behind them. But if it comes out that they're not murderers, that's a lot to explain, because you
Yeah.
just called them murderers. You didn't say in my opinion. You said they murdered people, and I'm calling Airbnb and I'm reporting this.
No, yeah, it's just like I said, it's okay to have a theory because I mean we've done it. I've done it where it's like, well, we don't know for sure, and you have theories, but just make sure you say it's your opinion. That it's not like because some people are watching things and they don't realize and they hear, oh, he murdered her, and then they think it's a fact, and so just like that's all. Like just kind of make sure, like if it is your theory, that you just say this is just my opinion. I think don't say it as a fact because there are people that do take that and they go pass it around like it's a fact.
Yeah.
Wait, so what, Brianna? What are you talking about? Cleo looked comfortable with Terry. That it doesn't ring true with the Cleo story. What do you mean? As far as I'm confused, what you're saying. Where is that? That one I wanted to ask you. Oh, the Cleo story doesn't ring true. What does that mean? In reference to what we were saying, how does that? What were you? I'm confused. Then you say Cleo looked completely comfortable with Terry. Do you saw her with Terry? When did you? I mean, is there a video of him with her or something? Did they have a video of him with her? Hold on, let me think. I'm trying to think of all the videos that were out of that case. I don't think I've seen any videos where we got to see Cleo with Terry. But if you have one, send it because I have. After that all happened, I haven't been like looking into. I mean, I thought it's pretty much. I thought pretty much done until the trial and stuff. But if there's a video, email me. I'd like to see it. Anyway, then what? I'm confused. Then well, let's. No, I have no video. Okay. Well, then, how do we know she was comfortable with him?
We love our Brianna, but we question her sometimes.
Internuts. Internuts is internuts. Yeah, it is. I don't know, Brianna. Yeah, let me know. I don't know if that she was comfortable with him. If you're saying maybe because she didn't scream when she took him, I mean, I think she was probably half asleep. Maybe put something over her mouth.
Yeah.
He wrapped her up in that sleeping bag and like kind of and just ran out with her. I could see him getting so far before she was able to even scream and wake up. You know what I'm saying? Before she was realized to do it because he probably, what if he had chloroform? But I could just see him just like grabbing her, putting the sleeping bag and holding her mouth shut and running. And then they heard that squealing tire. I mean, I could see how she wouldn't have made a noise until he was far enough away where nobody heard if she was even able to. Who knows if he had her mouth closed. Let's don't see a strange guy keep her that long without harming her. Well, no, but what is she going to do? She doesn't have a choice. So, yeah, he might be treated her good, but like it's not like she had a choice where she would. Of course, she might have been comfortable with him as much as she could. I mean, she's stuck there, so he was nice to her, so she was able to just. I'm a little bit confused. I don't know.
It does seem like an unprecedented case, though, but I think like his fetish wasn't really of the S kind. It was more of like this having a life-size doll. Like it was kind of a different fetish. So that's why it seems strange to us because we're used to like people doing really other weird stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, she's a little girl. She's in a strange place. So she's going to just go along with what he's doing. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like maybe she's older. I mean, sometimes people try to get away and they can't, but she probably just kind of went along. She didn't know what to do. She's young, probably didn't know where she was. So she probably just, he was being nice, feeding her, doing whatever. She's probably scared to death, but she probably just kind of went with the flow and just went with, slept at night and just did what she could do, to stay calm or whatever. I'm thinking what Brianna's saying is, well, why wouldn't she have maybe like took off or screamed? Why'd she stay with him so comfortably? Is that what you're kind of saying? But I mean, she probably didn't know where she was. What, she didn't, I don't know. I mean, I could see why. I could see how she just kind of like going with it, like probably so scared. He probably I don't know. Do you think did they say the door, the room that she was in, was it locked where they had to break down? I know they broke in, but did they have to break the room door? Like, did he lock her in the bedroom? I wonder. I forget if they said. if maybe when he left that did he lock the bedroom so she couldn't get out, is what I'm saying.
I feel like they said that it was like a locked door, but I could
I don't
totally
know if they
be.
meant like just the
Yeah.
house or the a room. Yeah. Yeah, and then there's probably dolls, and he probably like made up lies to, who knows? He could have said, "Oh, I'm your parents' friend. He could have like lied to her too, and like convinced her that her parents had me. I'm your parents' friend. They had me take you because there was an emergency, or they had to do this or that. Where that could have kept her calm too. Who knows what he said to her? She's a little girl. She probably just like woke up and was like, "Where am I? Who is this guy?" He could have said there was an emergency with their family. I mean, she wouldn't have known. Maybe. I don't know.
And here's a doll, Cleo. And
Yeah.
and here's a
And
Barbie dress to wear or whatever.
he
Like,
probably had all kinds of things to make like, oh, look what I got. Look at this. Look at that. To keep her like, ooh, okay.
here's some Lucky Charms cereal for
Uh,
breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and ice cream.
yeah. So, but I don't know, Brand. I guess we'll find out if anything more comes of it. I don't think the parents had anything to do with it. It's just some sick guy, because they said the locals at near the campsite, they said they saw this guy around the campsite areas, like not in the camp, like he wasn't camping, but in his car and stuff. They saw him in the area, so he's
Scary.
probably looking for somebody to take, a little girl to take. So
scary.
yeah,
I want to go get a sucker now.
go ahead if you want. I don't know.
You're like, I'm not going to force you to get the sucker. I don't know. My
the
chat,
woman who
like, my
came to
phone
bathe
isn't
her and wash her
working.
hair. Wait, what? Did anything come to that? What do you mean? I'm not sure. Well, maybe I should look into. I didn't. I haven't been like looking into it like I was when it was going on. I don't know. I'll see. I'll look this weekend and see if there's anything new. But I figured there probably wasn't much, because the guy, Sean Stainer, the guy told him his parents didn't want him anymore. Oh, you're talking about a different case, Diana? Is that what you mean?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Because they do. That's why so many parents get in front of the TV and say, if you're listening, we care about you. We want you back. We love you. Miss you very much. Because they know, like a lot of kidnapping, abduction cases, if the kid's alive, they get told that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
No one's looking for you. No one cares about you. Your parents haven't been looking for you. I checked the news.
What do you mean fading, Gail? I'm still here, but fading? Wait, what do
Probably
you mean? Like
sleepy.
sleepy? Okay.
Yeah. We'll sing you. We won't sing you to sleep, but I don't know what we'll do. We'll talk you to sleep. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's talk about real quick about the Robin real quick, because I just wanted to mention that, because I did the community post. I didn't get to watch the old interview that what's his name was airing today, which somebody had left a comment under my video yesterday, because I don't follow him, so I didn't know that he was having her on, but it made it seem like he was having her on, like a new interview. Because I went and looked, and it was like, how there's a reminder, so I'm like, oh wow, Robin's doing an interview. And then what is Don's channel's name? Don's Family Channel, or what's it called?
Don Wells Family, I believe.
Don Wells Family. Like, if you guys haven't watched it, go to my community post. I posted it. I just like shared his link on his channel. But so they knew that what's his name was airing that video tonight. So they did a quick little thing. I'm so glad they got it out, because I don't know what his results were, but I'm so glad she got it out so people could see that it wasn't a new interview, it was an old interview. And she doesn't even remember what she said. I think she said it was back in July or whatever, and she did get a truck, but it was last month, so it wouldn't even have been the time that this all happened, that they do have a red truck. So just to answer that question, because I did a video yesterday to answer that question, yeah, she confirmed that she does have a red truck her husband got, but it was after Summer went missing, and so it's not connected. Basically that she wishes she knew something. Maybe she's hoping that, when he airs this interview, maybe there's something in there valuable, but like, I don't think she has anything to do with anything. I think she's just a really good person, and it's just, I feel like a lot of us maybe aren't used to seeing such good people that when we see it, we look at it like, oh, this girl's weird because we're not used to like that good of people. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean,
So
she's not
true.
perfect. I mean, everybody has faults, but I'm just saying, like somebody that positive, that happy, that sweet, you think, oh, she must have bad intentions because nobody's
Yeah.
like that. No, there are people like that, you know, but we're so used to now this evilness and mean people, horrible people. When we see it, we're like, oh, they must have, that must mean that because nobody's that good, you
Right.
know, and nobody is perfect. But like, I feel like she is she's probably a really sweet person. Yeah, everybody has their faults, like I said, but I feel like it's not like she's hiding something evil. No, I don't see that at all. Like after that's why I gave a second look to the interviews because I got so many emails about she has a red truck. And then I was starting to get links of creators doing videos going through her interviews saying like, as it's going through, putting up text about like just like putting her down. Like this means this, look at this, look at that. It's like, oh my God, it's so mean. Like, wow. So I looked through them again. I looked through all of the church videos again. I looked through all the interviews I could find just to see. I'm like, okay, let me see if I missed something. I looked through them when I was making that video, editing and getting them all together. And I'm like, no. I mean, I picked out the things that maybe some people could have been like, you know, that's kind of weird. And, you know, I gave you my thoughts, but I don't see anything suspicious about her at all. I think she was really a good influence in Summer's life. And I think
Yeah.
Summer adored her. And I think that she's a very good friend to the Dawn and Candace and has been a very good support to them. And no, I don't. Yeah, after going through them, I don't see anything. But I had to look. That's why I did it because people were emailing me. But yeah, that's my opinion at the end of it. No, I think she's all right. I think she's a really good person. And so yeah, if you haven't seen that, like I said, I didn't watch what's his name interview with her. Maybe I'll check it out to see what he had to say. But she just go check out hers because she knew it was coming out, so she wanted to make sure she put out her interview first or her statement first. It's in my community post. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it if you haven't, because I think it's really important. She clears up, you know, before you watch his. I would just watch that just to so you can
It's
kind of see
quick.
where it's coming from. Yeah, and she explains it's not even a new interview. So anyway, sorry, I'm just rambling about other things because I think we pretty much shared what we have
Covered
to.
it.
Yeah. And it's only an hour, so it's like, well, no, it's almost 2 hours, but it still seems short because I'm just like
It
4
does.
hours or 5 hours. So I'm like, no, it's so short. We got to do more. But like, really, people usually just do like hour and a half.
That's true.
But
Look at my
hey,
pillow, guys. Wait, isn't that a cool pillow? Wait,
mm-hmm.
it's all. I can't get this figured out. I just got to keep moving in a direction, I guess. Because you guys, it's not like TikTok on here. Everything's backwards, but it's not backwards. Like it's really hard to explain, right? Like you see how Zav, it still says the words behind her, but it's opposite. Like this is not
And I
the
still
right.
don't think that about the left-handed. I still don't think that it switches your hand though.
I'll
Because
do a
how could
TikTok for
it
you.
do that though? I don't get it though. That wouldn't make sense because if you're looking like let's just take something from behind and it does flip it though, how could it flip it in a way where it changes? Because think about it, when you're like looking in the mirror or something, when things are backwards like words, your right and left hand are still the same though. If
I
that
don't
makes
know.
sense.
We'll
I
we'll
don't
figure it out.
know. Maybe
I'll,
I'm wrong, but I want to find somewhere if she's left or right handed. I wanted Bella to do experiment because I don't have TikTok. I
I'll do
was
it.
trying to do like from just like my videos where because sometimes on your phone, if you flip the screen, it'll be like the opposite. And I was trying to do it, but I don't know. I couldn't figure it out because I want to know, like, I want to know the answer to that because I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I just can't. I don't know why I can't wrap my head around that it would make like how does it make how could this be your right hand? I don't care how you're looking at it. How could if you see this from behind, how can that be your right hand?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. How could
We'll
it
do
flip it like that? You know what I'm saying?
Kaylee.
It doesn't make sense to me. But I mean, I might be wrong. I don't know. Can somebody do a freaking experiment Like whoever has TikTok, have somebody film you from behind. Just because I just want that example. I don't know why. I just have somebody film you from behind, be using your left hand, and then see what it looks like. Does it look like you're right or does it look like you're left? Or use your right? I need to know. I need to know. I get that the writing's backwards, but I don't know. But I get it because if it's, I get the reasoning because like, okay, so if this is backwards and where is it? See, I can't even get it right. The J's right here. So it'd be my right hand. So it should match with, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and really study the video again and try to figure this out because I have to know. Because if I'm wrong, I gotta apologize to you, Gail. And if I'm right, you apologize to me. But now I'm thinking I'm probably wrong. I don't know why. And the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe it is, but it's just, why is that so hard for me to like figure out? Like I could see it this way, but why when I look at it backwards, it messes with my head and I'm like, from behind, how does, I don't know, guys. I'll shut up. But I need to find out. Oh, is Darksea leaving? I'm on the phone, so I'll probably miss the end. Oh, good night, Darksea. Driving in their car look like they're driving the opposite. That's true. Because sometimes I'm like, are they in a different, like, why? And then I'm like, oh, it must be flipped. You're very right, actually. That happens a lot when I'm watching. I don't know, but I don't really watch TikTok, so it does sometimes happen when I'm watching. It must be YouTube, Facebook. Where it's like, are they in the United States? Why are they driving? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe then. But someone used to do an experiment that has TikTok. Gail, do you have it? You will? Okay, so prove to me like the shirt or something, wear something. And be
no,
like, hey,
I'll like write because I'm right-handed, so I'll write with my right hand and we'll see what it comes up with in the video. Okay.
I'm actually good at math. That was like my strongest subject too, was math. I just understand math. Yeah, I'm really good at math, but I don't think that has anything to do with math. Oh, you guys are probably talking about something else, right? Because would that have anything to do with math? I don't know.
I think you're also, this is the strangest setup. I get all those other setups. This setup is the strangest because nothing is flipped on screen, but it's flipped. Like this is not this side. I'm just telling you guys. It's this side. So it's really confusing where like this is all.
Yeah. So what hand does this look like to you? What would you say?
Don't ask me now. It's tiring. I don't even know what choices there are.
Right or left? What do you mean?
That's what I mean. Like, I don't even know. Like, is it okay? So the choice.
I just want to know, what does it look like on this type? Is this right or left, guys?
Yeah, let her know because my brain's not working. It's late. What time is it?
Yeah, right. Okay. Math, yes, algebra, no. Oh, algebra. I love algebra. That's my favorite out of the math. I love solving for X.
What's going on?
Well, I don't know. What are you doing?
I'm just hugging my pillow.
Why? Am I place yourself as watcher, not maker of video, hon.
Wait.
That's what I was watching, Michaela's. If we're talking about Michaela's, is that what you mean? That's what I was the watcher of hers, though. What do you mean? I'm confused.
What are you looking at? Put it up. I don't know.
I don't know. Wait, what do you mean, kapow? Wait, did we prove something? What? No, I'm glad it was my right hand. This should be my right. That means that, like, if I would look at it, I would know it's my right because I could figure out, like, okay, I always like, yeah, I could figure it out. That's what I'm saying. You could always figure out the hand. That is my argument. Like, you could tell which hand it is because you only have two sides and you could just tell. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not like letters. Like that's where I'm having a problem. I might be wrong. I very well could be wrong, but in my head, I'm like, you could tell which side's the right, which side's the left. I feel like you shouldn't, like, there would be no question, right? Like, that's your right, that's your left. Even if you have to like go and you have to be like, hey, turn around to figure it out. You can always tell. You see what I'm saying?
Read Tien's thing, and
But I'm
maybe
probably
I'm
wrong. I
buzzed.
know I am because everybody else is disagreeing, so I probably am. But oh well.
Please read TN's and
Yeah, it's your right hand, but your left side. But you're not understanding. Yeah, but you'd be able to figure it out because you're looking at me, so it's left, and then you turn around and go, okay, it's your right. I always take that in consideration.
oh,
You don't
that's what
just
she
look at the
meant.
side. You have to you relate it to them, like to see is it your right or left.
Don't
Yeah,
ask me
no,
anything.
that's
That's why we
so
get
when
the
she's
true.
shooting with her left hand, I'm always looking. I'm not looking at it like, oh, it's on my right side because she's facing this way. I'm always figuring out on her, like from her perspective, it's her left hand. That's why I'm having trouble figuring out because I'm always going into her where she's at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where that person is. That's how I figure it out. But if it flips it somehow internally, where I don't know, that's what's it's messing with my head because how does that? How can that? How can that change? How do you argue? It's freaking me out because it's just it doesn't make sense to me.
Read Gail.
So yeah. Anyway, X plus Y I love you equals I love you.
What? Did John write that? Oh, he's so funny.
You should have done my Australia. You're not. Make a reverse video and send you. Time is it? What time is it? It's 11:20.
I just feel like it's been a really long day. Look, I'm not getting any of these that we have here. I'm not getting any of these in chat.
Really?
I mean, in
so that
our
means I miss a
StreamYard.
lot because I always
No.
just look at StreamYard. So that maybe I do miss some, and some people are like, "You're ignoring me." Like, oh, I didn't see it, but I mean, I'm always never gonna see everybody's. Or, wow, did I just use? I just worded that really weird. I'm always never gonna.
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of these. I feel
Oh well, just get what you can because you're not gonna get them all anyway, right?
martini time. I know, like I feel like I have a buzz, but I feel like it's really, really bad.
Really?
I feel like no, not bad. Like I feel like my brain, it just doesn't work right now. Like it's not cooperating at all. It's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
I mean, I'm used to sometimes feeling like a blonde. No
You love
offense to blondes, please. No offense, Steph. Steph,
Oh, I feel like one a lot.
if Steph doesn't get offended, nobody can get offended at that.
No,
Yeah.
I have so many of those moments. What else do we want to talk about? Like anything else we want to clear up, or do I want to clear up? Be like, ooh,
I feel like you wanted to talk about something else.
I know. Well, I don't. The other case, you mean? I might want to just do that
On its own.
special. Yeah, to do that on its own because I've been wanting to talk about a case that that's still not solved, and it's going on like a month or two. I don't even know the exact date, but I want to just dedicate a video to that. I need to do that because it won't take long. Just do like a 20-minute live talking about. I should do that next, no matter what. I want to also do a Valo live where we go through some more of the documents and then go maybe watch a couple more interviews live too. But I feel like there's still some good information to get from those Valo documents because we haven't been through all of them. So I got to do that. I want to do that new case, but I want to dedicate. Okay, so there's two cases: the old case and then the new case. But I want to do those, especially because we already named this just for you know what I'm saying. If we would have combined them to begin with, it would have been all right. But no. Anything to do with the summer case? Do we have anything thing to talk about on that besides the Robin? I think you guys should watch the Robin, like I said, that Don put on his channel, and what else? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something.
You'll probably remember
I
as soon as
know.
we hang up.
Oh, Michaela. I keep looking. I'm not finding anything new on Michaela Nelson. So I don't know. She obviously probably hasn't been found yet, which is scary. I mean, I was
It could take
hoping
a couple
Jim was
days.
right, but I don't know, you guys. I mean, what if she really is in danger or whatever? I'm not sure. But I'm gonna keep looking in. I haven't been able to really find much new. I mean, when I have to go into some Facebook groups and see if there's anything going on in there, but like as far as like anything like on the news or anything, I haven't seen anything. Have you guys? What else? What is the other case? Hold on. What's trying to think of some the cases recently. What was the other case we just talked about, or that I just talked about in my last live? Do you remember?
Right now, right now I'm just like dead
Uh-huh.
to the world.
Hey Michelle,
Hold on, I'll go
why?
check your channel.
No, it's nothing. I just thought about it.
Oh, you did? You already figured it
Oh,
out?
Steph's here. Yeah, I know. I figured out it wasn't anything. It was those two Ohio people that were found.
And then Heidi Plank is the other one
Oh,
prior to that.
Heidi. Yes, you guys. Heidi's still missing, right?
Yeah. The routier transcripts, we're gonna do that.
Oh, we finished the train. Well, we finished Darley's, but we don't know. Yeah, I don't know where we're gonna go next with that. Yeah. They thought they found Summer. What? What are you talking about?
Tell us, Michelle.
Who thought that?
I wonder who thought that.
I don't know about that. Yeah, well, maybe I should just end it and just focus on getting some research, get some stuff done for my lives coming up. As if you guys have anything else that Candace got anything else you want it. Bella, do you have anything?
No, but cool. People want us to do
what?
Gailey, you are Gailey, you are. People want debunked. People want us to do haunted houses.
Oh, we could do soon. Like the GPS, you mean? Yeah, okay. Probably. And I'm trying to plan a trip with a couple people to go to a haunted place. In California Sun, you got to come up on panel again. Next panel or next, I don't know what cases have you been following? Anything that you'd want to come up on panel? Why are you laughing, Bella?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like self-conscious? Like I'm like being stupid. I don't know.
Laughing at you. I just think it's cute.
I just feel like maybe because I don't have anything else to say. Like I just feel like I don't know.
I always am giggling. You just never see it in person.
No, yeah, me too. But I
know, but
because I don't know what to say. Huh?
You shouldn't.
Oh, it's a hoax. Okay.
Heidi Planik had a mental breakdown. Wow.
What do you mean? She's okay?
I don't know. Found her? No, I don't know. California Thunder. Maybe that's what she wants to come talk about.
Oh, California. Email me. Is that what she said, Heidi? Is that who she wants to come talk about?
I don't know. Tell us.
Well, let's set it up. If you want to come on and you want to share some information about a case, just email me. We could set up a live. Yeah, I would love to have you on again. Yeah, wow. Do you have documents? I would like to go read those. I'm trying to remember Heidi. Trying to remember some of the details of the case. She was the one that left. Oh, that's right, with the boss. And okay, yeah.
Well, we don't know what the boss.
Well, no, I know, but the boss was in trouble legally whatever, and then she left halftime to her son's football game, and and then there's that thing of her video of her walking her dog, and her dog was in the complex, the apartment complex. Yeah, so yeah, definitely. Oh, she made something up. Wow, Michelle. They need to stop doing that. This is what they're. If that's true, that's ridiculous.
Why are they still going on there?
All right, yeah. Why don't we set something up? Email me what's going on, California Thunder. We could do something tomorrow or something. We could talk about it. I would like to know about that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when does Milete go on trial? I don't know. Probably not anytime soon, right? Because they just arrested him. It depends. Some of them do it quick, but it could be like a year. I mean, who knows?
I feel like they said the next time anyone was going to be in court, don't quote me on this, but I feel like it's February, but I could be mistaking that with something else. And that's when, or it's January, and that's when, um, not temporary, but like legal custody is going to be put down
Oh,
for the
you were
kids.
telling me about because Mary Chris might be
Yeah.
okay. So
So I mean, we can still try to do that because yeah, we can talk about that.
yeah. We should do okay, so we could do a haunted GPS, and then if I do go somewhere in the next couple weeks, I could uh we could go over that those videos if we take some good
Yeah.
videos, or we could do like the EVP. Um
Hi, Sarah.
Oh, Gail, I just saw your messenger. Now I know how to get a
Oh,
hold of you. Thanks. Oh, cool. Because I was asking Diana, I'm like, can you tell Diana or Gail that I'm sorry? I felt bad because I feel like I like snapped at you about the left and right hand, but I was so grumpy by the end of that. I wasn't feeling it. It was like 5. I don't know. I was just a grumpy. I know it's not an excuse, but it was going on like 5 hours. Starting to get shaky, and I was just I don't know, I was just getting grumpy for some reason, and I feel like I kind of like snapped at you. I'm like, oh my god, Diana, you got to tell Gail I'm sorry because I didn't know how to get a hold of you, but now I do.
oh,
Cool, thanks.
Gaily Gale.
Yeah, definitely email me California, and we'll set something up. And I don't know, Bella, do you have anything else more you
I'm
want to?
good.
Well, I guess Bella's good, so
Thank you guys for being here with us, and thanks for listening because this is it's just an important lesson, right? You guys, like in true crime we're going to come across a lot of things like this, and like Zav said, there's many times we're wrong, and it's just a matter of it's okay to be wrong, right?
yeah, like we look into people that we don't know, and we have theories that we think they're guilty. It's okay, but when you just name it as a fact, that's you just got to be careful how you word it. You can't just be like he's murdered her. That's your video. Like Tal murdered, or actually, I shouldn't be repeating that. Somebody
I know
comes in
they'll
and just
just
hears
take
that.
that.
But you know what I'm saying? Just be like, I think he did because of this, this, and that. That's okay, I think, or I have a theory. But like, just to be like, he killed her, and all his group of friends, they probably killed other people. I don't know. Did they say they did, or that they just probably did?
They
Just
didn't
things like
say,
that. Just be
yeah,
careful and then to block people that want proof or that question it,
that
like and
respectfully.
delete and delete
Yeah.
them, like that's I don't know, I don't feel like that's I don't
Well,
think
that's
that's a
what
good.
kind of made me do more digging. It's like if your side can't even back up what you're saying, and then it's like hiding stuff. Like, if I believe something and I wholeheartedly believe somebody killed my friend or something, there was some injustice, and someone's asking me for proof, I'm going to supply that proof. And the last thing I'm going to do is block them.
Yeah, or
Um,
delete it, like
delete it if
what.
they're being respectful. Now, if they're like calling me something, and yeah, for that, I delete it. But I don't know. I it's okay, but like when you have a platform, it's just like it's okay. Like if you're just even commenting, it's not okay, but it's a whole different ball of wax when you have a platform, and we've seen that a lot with a lot of people. And if you haven't, you're lucky. If you're in a corner of YouTube where you're not getting that and you're just getting facts, then you're lucky. Then you're in the right places.
And just
Yeah.
remember that these are real people on the other end. Just like put yourself in their situation for just 1 second or 1 minute and just realize, what if they didn't though? What if they didn't? Look what you're accusing them. That could ruin their life. Like, what if they were just her good friends and they loved her and they were the only happiness that she got? You know what I'm saying? Like, if that is her diary, if that truly is, like, she makes it seem like Cody is like the only person that's ever treated her good and it's loved her and like it's just very good to her. So like the one person that brought her happiness, we're gonna blame him for murdering her if he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what if he did, but what if he didn't? So let's just wait to see if it was a murder committed, because we don't know cause of death. Let's just wait to get the details, and then you could have theories, but just be careful because these are real people on the other end, and it could really ruin lives. It really could, because people hear that and then they're treated different. Maybe their family now doubts them, their friends doubt them, they can't get jobs. Look, the Airbnb might be getting shut down. I
It
mean,
got
it's
shut
just
down.
got shut down. And what if these were like Lauren's family, you know what I'm saying? What if they were really good to her and they didn't? She would hate to see this. So let's just, they just need to hold up and wait first.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll, who knows? Maybe they did. But I'm just saying, it's just too soon. Plus, it's too. Make sure you say it's your opinion or it's a theory. That's all. I don't know why
Yeah.
that bothers me so bad when you're talking about something so serious as accusing somebody of murder. Just make sure you're not just saying they murdered her or he murdered her. Just say, I think maybe, or,
I think we've seen a lot of things in the past, I want to say like maybe even year, where people have been by people that even I looked up to, right? And I gave them a lot of credit because I thought they were really credible people that had a platform. I really thought they were credible because of their titles. And then it comes to they do something just so horrible that I can't forgive it because they still haven't apologized and said, like it's one thing to be wrong. Just say it. Just say, you know what, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I upended your life and I was wrong. You know, I was wrong. It's not that difficult, you know.
Yeah, because that just happened recently about a
Very
case that
recent.
somebody's life was, yeah, I don't know, it's crazy. And like you don't even have to necessarily even have like a background or like some experience where people will still trust you. Like if that's who they follow, or they just see it online. Some people are like, well, it's online. I believe, some people do blindly just believe it. If somebody's up there making a video that are like, oh, it must be right. Just like when you Google something. I mean, there are people that still do that. I know, like, hopefully most of you know how to think critically and think for yourself, and not just take everything as fact or believe everything without looking into it. But then it even gets worse when somebody does have like the credibility and the experience and they use that, and people just blindly trust it because they think because of the person's profession or whatever that they have to be right. That even gets even way more dangerous, I think. And we're seeing that happening too. Case in point, what Bella just said. It's just, just be careful. That's all. Because it is real people on the other end of this, and that's, I don't know. I'm always trying to put myself in other people's. I don't know. I've always done that my whole life. I'm like always trying to like, oh, that light's out. When did that go out? Oh, why is that out? Anyway, I always do that. I'm always like trying to um
Put the shoe on the
put
other foot.
myself, just like, okay, if I was just like, I'm like, if I'm lefty, but I do that with everything. I really do. I swear to God. It's just, it's
You do.
exhausting sometimes, but I think it's good in like true crime but it is exhausting too, because like, even like for like victims or like Bella and Cece or whatever, like I just feel like I want to feel and experience, not that I'm feeling or experiencing, but I try to put myself in every little scenario that I think may have happened, and like try to like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like I try to like imagine what they were feeling, what they were seeing. And I know we don't know sometimes exactly how it happened. So like I'll like run like all the scenarios in my head on how they would be, like what they would have been experiencing. But that's the same thing with like these other people on the other end of this, like where people's attacking them and accusing them of things. Just, you got to remember that it is real people. It really is. And I don't know. It's sad because this group of friends, if they didn't have anything to do with it, they were getting attacked majorly, called
They
like
lost their
murderers and like,
they lost their job. They all worked at
yeah,
that co-op and the co-op was shut down. So, yeah, if they're murderers, it's just, right? But cause of death hasn't been released, guys.
yeah. And
Toxicology hasn't been released. Um, the cops might have messed up. Not that they're guilty and the cops messed up, but the cops might have messed up because they said she left with a car. She's definitely 99.9% left in a car, and she didn't. She had left on foot just where Cody said she would be, according to RJOK.
I
Yeah.
hope that there was, well, no, yeah. together. But yeah, so let's just wait and hopefully they'll release it soon so we could even see if there was a murder. I mean, what if that's not going to be the result? And then even if they do say it was a homicide, we still don't know who did it. I mean, she could have wandered off and it could have been some random person. I mean, you don't know. I mean, but then, it's still, you just still got to be careful. You just still have to make sure you just say it's your opinion and stuff because I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah, yep, Gailey Gale, yeah, Shanann, Bella, Cece, yeah, for every case, I'm always like, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. I mean, it's not weird, but you got to remember that even the people that were like the people that were suspecting, there were real people too, though. You know what I'm saying? That if we don't know for sure, like Don and Candace or who else?
Cleo's
I don't know.
parents.
Yeah, Cleo's parents and even NK, like you could go back through my lives and how many times I said, but what if she didn't, guys? Like, what if she is innocent? And I know she was guilty of
Lying to the cops.
no, NK, yeah, lying and like cheating. What is the word I'm thinking of? Where she
Deception.
cheating not with a married man or whatever. I can't think of the word.
Adultery.
Adultery. Yeah, but like
Charades.
some of the things, she's a human. People do that. It doesn't mean that they deserve to die and deserve to be treated that way if she's not. So I mean, yeah, I mean, she does lie a lot and you'll catch me picking her apart, but you'll catch me also be like, but what if she isn't, guys? Like, what if wouldn't you feel bad? And but a lot of people are like, well, no, she broke up a family and she did this and that, but still, like, you're accusing of her murder. You want her to die. People are threatening her life. She can't even come out and have a normal life now because I mean, she's like the most hated woman in America. I feel like if people know who she was, like she probably is not able to find a job. I mean, she had to change her name, right? I think she didn't she get denied changing her name or something?
I didn't hear she got denied,
Oh, I
but
thought she
you
tried to change her
probably.
name. I don't know. I remember she tried to change her name. There's an issue with that, I feel like. But I mean, I don't
I
know. I
think
guess not
she.
everybody's heard about the case, but I mean, now after that Netflix, a lot more people are starting to be aware of it. So, yeah, she did a horrible thing, and I'm not convinced that she murdered anybody. So, I still always even think about that. Like, I think about her and feel bad for her a lot. I have. I don't talk about it a ton, but I have brought it up because I'll get it. No, but no, I have. I've been like, what if she's not, guys? Like, there's how many people commit adultery? A lot. It doesn't mean that they deserve what she is getting. Now, if she did have anything to do with the murders, yeah, but I don't know. I'm not convinced she did. I'm really not, but that's
Yeah.
probably going to make a lot of people mad that I just said that. Like, but I don't know. Oh well.
And it's like it's good to have both sides of that. We hear a lot about her being because I believe she might have had something to do with something. I don't know what
A
she had
lot of
something to
people
do
do,
with,
but
but I mean, still, that's
but
my
what if she
I
didn't? I
believe.
ask you this: what if she had nothing to do with any murders? Nothing, didn't know anything about it. So everything else that she did, would you then judge her for lying and being scared to death? That like, think about this:
Okay.
your person that you're having an affair with killed his family. So aren't you? And you didn't have nothing to do with it. I'm not saying I would lie because I'm a different person, but everybody's different. So there are people like her that maybe was so scared of what I don't know. I'm trying to think how this all happened when she
No, I
lied. Like if
know,
she was so scared that, and that's why she lied about certain things,
but
or maybe she is just a liar. I don't know. But I mean, a lot of people lie. You know what I'm saying? Do they deserve like to be their lives to be threatened and that feel like they have to hide because everybody hates them? I don't know.
I mean, I don't think that she necessarily needs to be like in hiding over it, obviously. Like I don't think she should be burned at the stake or have a witch hunt, but I just personally believe that she might know a little bit more or have some more involvement. But that's just my personal opinion. Doesn't mean anything because who am I in all of this? You know what I mean?
Like about the murder, you really think
Yeah.
that?
Well, I don't really think. I suspect some things. Um, yeah. I just I don't I can't buy all of the stuff that she did and tuck it away as like a scared person whose boyfriend was just arrested for killing his entire family. Like, I can't tuck that away as that. And I know everyone's different, but I just don't.
Wait, you can't. But you said, wait, say that again. It was her
Really?
boyfriend, though. What did you just say?
I can't, I can't. All of the reasons that, all of the things she lied about, I can't tuck that away into a neat
Oh,
package of, like, that's because she was scared. Like, I don't wholeheartedly believe
but what
she
if she's
was.
just a liar, though? Like,
Yeah,
kind of like some people have a
absolutely.
problem with just lying, and it's just for no reason. Sometimes they just, and I guess it sucks because, but does it? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I go back and forth. I mean, you've seen so many videos of me tear her apart for lying, but like, I still,
No, and I get it. I get that there's like liars, being a liar and being a murderer, like so far apart in, the polarity of that. But I
I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, I don't know because there is, if she did know, I mean, that's messed up. So
don't know. Like, just
I
some
don't
of,
know. I
like,
can't make up
why?
my mind on that. I mean, I lean more towards she didn't, but I still think, I don't think she had anything to do with physically doing it.
Murder.
Like, I don't think she did it like physically. I don't think she killed anybody, but I still, there's a little part of me that wonder if she did put him up to it, if she was a part of convincing him or knowing like indirectly what she was saying would do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to throw out little things that kind of um, hint that I want him to get rid of his family or something. I don't know. So yeah, I'm not 100% convinced that she didn't have something like that, but I don't think she physically killed anybody. Do you
Yeah,
think maybe that she physically like she
mm-mm.
actually?
I don't believe that she physically had anything to do with it. I just think she knows a lot, and that
Yeah,
not being forthcoming in that, they could have found everybody.
that's true. That's true. She should have been more forthcoming, but I'm trying to think how this. Hold on, I gotta refresh on everything because I remember. So she okay. So she did. I feel like she only came forward after she realized they already knew about her, right? Yeah, and then
And she'd done her research on like Amber Fry. Like, what was the purpose of
but
that?
Amber Fry didn't kill anybody. When people
No,
relate her to that, I'm like, well, yeah, she didn't kill
no, she
anybody.
didn't.
So
Amber Fry was an upstanding, but Amber Fry was the only person in the media who had an adulteress without knowing, like innocently, had an adulteress affair with someone she thought was single. And the guy like basically killed his family because she was pregnant. Peterson's wife was pregnant, but I just feel like Amber Fry, in my opinion, did the right thing. Like, she wore a wire. She, when she found out like what was really going on, that she had been lied to, she was infuriated by it and was like, I'll do whatever, to help. And not everybody is like that, and I get it, but we're talking about a missing woman, a missing pregnant woman, and her two babies. Like, how
uh,
could that not, if that doesn't touch the depths of NK's soul at that moment, I don't know.
but
Like,
you
what?
don't you think because it happened so quick, don't you think maybe she would have went that route if a couple more days passed? Maybe she would have offered, or you don't think she would have? Because it was so quick. I mean, maybe she didn't even get that chance. She just talked to him that day that Chris confessed. You know what I'm saying? It all happened. Well, she talked to him the night before, then that day. You remember? Or was wait. The night in the park. Yeah, I think it was the night in the park. Was the day in the park the day that Chris confessed, or was that the day before? I'm trying to think. And then the next no, I think the day in the park, then later on that day is or yeah, then later on that night is when he confessed, right? Isn't that how that happened? Because she was like, "Well, where's he at?" Remember, she was asking about, like, "Shut the heck up." She lied so many times in that, like, oh, it was like, oh my god. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about some of the freaking crap,
I mean, it's just that's why I think a lot of people are angry. They're angry? They're always going to
yeah,
be angry at the other woman, but they're angry because, like, she lied. If she just been like, you know what, I seriously didn't know, this guy's a scumbag. We were planning a whole future together. We like had like we were gonna move out together. She's like, "Oh, we barely just started talking, and we just really know him that much." Like whatever she said, I just can't
Yeah.
stand. She's
Yeah.
like nails on a chalkboard to me.
Yeah. I mean, she's probably just not that great of a person in general, huh? I don't know.
Yeah.
That was probably about, yeah, I don't know. I still, but
No, but that's good that you, because just because someone's not a good person also doesn't mean that they're a murderer, right? So it's good that like at least you hold out that opinion. I personally just don't with her, but it's good that you, I do say this is my opinion. I don't say it's fact when I do say it. But yeah, I don't know.
oh, yeah. And I think deleting it. I'm thinking maybe though she was gonna try to hide the whole affair, like she knows the family's missing. She just wanted to like hide everything and hope that they don't find out that she was the mistress, maybe, like hoping maybe
Maybe.
deleting everything, thinking, oh, maybe I'll be able to hide that I even had any relationship with him, which is kind of messed up because maybe she could have helped find him, but um
Yeah.
I don't know though. I mean, did it have something else? I mean, I wish we would have those just to put it to rest. Did it have anything? Did she know what were the texts? But I think that's one we're never gonna know, guys. We're never gonna know because
Very
we
true.
can't trust the people that know. Like because they're gonna I mean, we can't trust if Chris comes out and decides to come out with another confession or more information. How are we gonna believe him? And if she comes out, how are we gonna believe her? Because she has a history of lying. So
Yep.
even if she does write a book, I mean, I'm not going to believe her. I'm going to read it, yeah, but am I going to believe her? No, I
Yep.
don't know. I mean, I doubt it because how do we believe anything she says
We
as
want her
far
to go
as
on Dr. Phil and then have the behavior panel there.
yeah, it takes I don't
And then
know. It's just
have us. No, I would be like I'd probably be so rude. Like like you guys have never seen. I'd be that rude. But yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I just don't think we'll ever know for sure, guys, with if she was
Right.
involved. So everybody's going to have their own opinion. I know most of you do think she was, and so that's just never going to change because if she comes out and says she doesn't have anything to do with it, of course nobody's going to believe her. If she comes out and says she did, then there you go. But I mean, of course she's not going to say that. I don't know. I think eventually she will come out, don't you think? Or no? Do you think she'll ever do like an interview or she'll do a book or anything? I always thought eventually she's going to write a book or something.
Well, she got the book cover done. Like the
Yeah.
book cover, it's like Amber Fry 101, like the whole whatever she's doing and like the half shadow, the best she's ever looked. I mean, she's not an ugly girl. Like to be honest, like she's not an ugly girl. It's just her attitude is I don't know, just put a lot of people off, I feel,
Yeah.
right? Because she's not ugly. Like she's actually like a pretty natural, pretty girl, like barely any makeup and looking decent.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. So, but I get it. Yeah. She's just not, I feel like she's not probably not that great of a person, but hopefully maybe she changes. I don't know. She was still kind of young. I don't know. I don't know. Let's move on because I
Yeah.
feel like I'm just saying things that probably that's why I had to quit that case because my opinion was not well, I couldn't say for sure. I was done analyzing it. It's like I don't know, guys. I mean, I can't say for sure she was. I know people bring up the phone call, and then people bring up, well, he called her every day. She called him every day, or they called each other in the morning every day. But that day, but then I looked and no, oh, there was like weeks that they didn't talk that morning. So that information is not correct. And I tried to do a video on it, but everybody kept repeating that misinformation. I showed everybody, look at her phone records because they say that was the only day that they didn't talk in the morning. That was like 3 weeks ago when they were talking every morning. If you look like weeks before, they hadn't talked in the morning for like weeks prior to that. So that wasn't true. So that's not true. And I tried to show people, but they kept saying that to all the chats. They're like, oh, that was the only day. And like I said, I got tired of like repeating the same things because that wasn't true. And then the GPS, I still think because I lived in Colorado, I think you could take 25 or you could take 80. I think it's 80. You could mix those highways because 25 sometimes it's horrible with traffic. So you got to watch. Some days you might take it because it is a good route if the traffic's not bad. And some days you might not. So just because and it goes right through Frederick. I'm sorry. It goes, both of them could possibly go right through Frederick where it would ping in Frederick. And then people would be confused because they're like, well, if it says Frederick over here. I'm like, it doesn't mean just that little spot where the word is. What do you mean? That's Frederick, you guys. I live there. Like, it goes right through both highways. Even the other road could ping in Frederick because it's like right there on the corner, like right there on the outskirts. That could still ping. And 25 goes right through it. So like, I'm not convinced that means she was there. I'm really not. And no, she didn't call him every day in the morning. Go look, guys. It was about at least 2 weeks. Those 2 weeks leading up, they didn't talk in the morning for some reason. So it wasn't just that day. So go look.
It can't be. It can't be just that. It can't be every day they talked in the morning.
But that was the argument. Everybody's like, well, that's the only day they didn't talk in the morning. And then so I looked, I'm like, that's not true. Look, that was like the month before they were talking every day for a couple weeks. That was all. And then that month they didn't talk every morning. So that wasn't true though. What?
I want a lollipop.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm like getting all worked up. But I got just frustrated because I could hear. Thanks, Ship's Cat.
Yay, Ship Cat. Oh, it's KLM.
Oh, where KLM. Have you been, KLM? Thanks for that. Thank you. I didn't realize that. Okay. Crime Talk. What's up? Oh yeah, we're gonna do a collab, you guys. She started her channel. Yes, I know. I need to get back with you. I'm so bad with the emails. It's like I'll do like a day where I just do all my emails, and then like sometimes I don't know. I just take like a week off, and then I miss, and then I'm like, oh my god, a whole week's passed or 2 weeks, and anyway. Plus, I got 2 emails from my channel that I got my Gmail, and then I try to give everybody my Proton mail, but anyway, all right. So now that we just rambled about, well, it was all true crime stuff though, huh? Just days before she disappeared. Wait, what is this, Amy? Sorry, just joined, but a couple that were staying at the compound Lauren was staying at just days before she disappeared said Cody introduced himself as Lauren's boyfriend. She wasn't dating anyone else.
And maybe that's true. And it definitely was the love of her life. And from the purported her diary pages that we have, that's supposed to be her diary pages. But I think they were on and off is the feeling that I get from reading everything. And
hi, sister.
Hi, sister.
So I could see that, like, maybe they did. Maybe at that moment they were kind of getting along, and that's what, I could see that.
Well, that's what kind of she says also in her diary is that if we're together, he says he'd be sad if I killed myself, but I can only see that being true if we were together. And I think he deserves someone better than me anyways. And I try to be that person because she seems like she really wanted to be with him, but she was also scared. She had a lot of self-doubt, if that's her writing. It seems like she had a lot of self-doubt and a lot of, how to say this, she wasn't confident. She's a beautiful girl, very talented girl, talented in multi ways that people would only dream to be talented. And she didn't see the beauty from, if it's really her writing, right? She didn't seem to see the beauty that she had and possessed. So it's just sad, but we're waiting. They also said, we're waiting for the toxicology report. We're waiting for cause of death to be released so that we have an idea of what's going on.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Amy says they also said he was ignoring her that night and she was upset about that. Well, I don't know if it was that night because it seems to have happened like it was a morning fight and then an afternoon, kind of like an afternoon thing. So purportedly, according to the people that were there, she didn't have her car packed with water.
Shoot, I forgot I gotta do it to hear you.
She didn't have her car packed with water and food, and what she wanted to leave with was a knife. She had a knife and alcohol, and she wanted to take the car because she said she was ending her life. And Cody took away her keys.
Did you say that was both of their cars too, supposedly, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter one way or another. If I don't own if I might own my car, but if I'm threatening to
Oh,
do
that's true.
harm and I'm leaving with alcohol and a knife, people that care about me are going to take my keys. Okay, so it wasn't that night. Sorry, a few nights before her disappearance, I met the night they met him. Yeah. She also kind of says that he in this. I mean, we're about to be done soon, so after, like, if you go back and watch the beginning of it, does seem like they had kind of a contentious relationship because she wasn't from her writing. If it's her writing, it just need to be clear. We don't 100% know this is her writing. It seems like she doubted herself so much, and it made it so their relationship didn't work, if you know what I mean. Um, so I mean, it's another way to look at it. I know the stuff that's online, and they're really going hard for these three guys, right? Tao, OK, and Cody, and everyone that worked in that compound. But um, yeah, just listen to it again. Give us your opinions in the comments, what you think, and you probably know a lot about this, Amy, a lot about this case, and yeah, just it's we just need the toxicology reports to come back, and we need the cause of death, the COD, to be released so that we can get a solid something. What are you thinking about, Zav, over there? She's muted.
I don't want you to hear me suck. I'm so loud, probably
What
sucking my
flavors?
sucker.
I'm gonna get
This
mine.
is cherry, I think. Oh, wait a minute. I usually save my wrapper to put my stick in it. I don't know what I did.
It's in your pocket.
No, it's not.
Oh
Oh
my
well, but
god.
I don't know. I think it's cherry. Anyway, yeah, it is cherry. Why did I say I think? I don't know. But what was the question?
What are you what are you doing?
Oh, I'm relaxing because my back. I don't know. I just wanted to like lean back for a minute. I should recline this. I never recline this, but it's not that comfortable reclined. But that was one of the selling features on this is because it reclines and it's not. It like makes your legs feel all weird sticking out
That's
because it's
hilarious.
not like long enough or something. I don't know. And I'm short. I can't even imagine like a normal size person.
Look, Amy's on my team of lollipops. She likes blow pops because she said with gum inside. Well, I like blow pops, but Zav does Tootsie Pops. So
I like blow pops, but I like Tootsie Pops better. But the last bag I got of blow pops, it was so they were so freaking hard. Like I thought I was gonna lose a tooth. So I don't know. I just got turned off. But I do like, I don't know why. There's something about Tootsie Pops that I like better. Because the gum and the blow pops is so freaking hard. It's like you want to swallow it anyway. You just want to eat it. I mean, it's not like gum. I don't know. You just have to spit it out right away, at least.
it lasts as long as that. You just chew it a couple
Oh,
of
that's
chews and then you
true.
toss
That's
it.
true. Good point. I like blow pops. I do, if they're fresh.
I know they have to be fresh. That's the thing. Oh my gosh, the sour ones that they just came out with are so good. Okay, so we're like done now. We're talking about food, and I'm getting hungry because it's only 9 o'clock here.
What? What are you gonna eat?
Probably because I had to go to a meeting and we ate at a restaurant, at a Mexican restaurant, so probably the leftovers.
What do you have?
I got I got chicken wings at the Mexican restaurant. And
Wait,
I got I know because
wait, what? Well, wow, huh? I don't think
I
I've ever
know.
got chicken wings at a Mexican restaurant.
I
Are they
know.
good? What
Yeah,
flavor are
because
they?
they're hot.
Oh, at a Mexican, really?
Yeah, they're double crispy. Yum, I'm so
I like hot
hungry.
wings. Don't I would just never think to order them at a Mexican restaurant. But yeah, I like. Um, I had lasagna.
You did? Oh yeah, it's your Grammy's birthday.
And I had this big piece of chocolate cake. I don't even like cake. I barely eat cake, but it was so freaking good. I ate it before the live. I wish I wouldn't have, man. The icing was so good. My mom is a good baker.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
god! And I usually like vanilla cake, but I'm not really a big cake fan anyway. I mean, it's not like my go-to. I'd rather have candy, you know. But I was just gonna eat like a little piece of it, and I couldn't stop eating it. Oh, so I ate like the whole piece almost, but this little piece left upright. After the while, right? No, I can't. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah. I don't know what to talk about, guys. I'm not used to. Oh, it's about 2.5. It's almost going on 3 hours.
Are you
Maybe we
trying to
should
hit
end it.
are you trying to hit the 3 hour mark right now?
No, I don't know.
Well,
I
I
just
want to
feel
go
like
eat.
I was ready to do a live, and it just an hour and a half just seemed like I was still had energy. I guess I don't know, but
I
I
want to go
should
to
could
the
just use that to work on some videos. What now?
California Thunder says she's going to go to the pantry store. I want to go to the pantry store.
What's a pantry store?
Go to your pantry. Hit up your
Oh, okay.
pantry. Good night,
I see.
Gigi.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Oh, Polly the primate. I'm glad we're fun.
Look at she does that with no hands, you guys.
What?
Puts up comments without hands.
Oh, yeah, magic.
Isn't
How
that
do I do
rad?
it? How is that doing it,
I
guys?
don't know.
Huh.
I
Don't you
know you
wonder?
should. You guys should. And that day we should have our lollipop. I should have my lollipop and you have to have yours. But we got to do it soon because Zab's going to be like, I'm not doing lollipops. And when that bag's done, she's not going to do
It's a huge
lollipops.
bag. There's so many left, and there was two of them. There were huge bags, and then half of the my nephews. We gave nephews the rest of that first bag. Oh God, but there's still a lot left. Oh my God! You know what's going to be left is all the chocolate or the. Yeah, I think they'd be called chocolate ones, right?
Yeah, the
Those are my
chocolate.
least favorite, so I'm skipping over those. Pretty soon there's going to be like however many of those are in a bag. It's going to be all chocolate, but I'll
I
eat them.
know.
I mean, I still will, but oh, it's bad. Anyway, all right, guys. I'm getting hot too. That fan's just not.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Um,
Should I remove myself? Because you're not going to do it over there with your hands in your pockets.
man. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Yeah. Everybody have a good night. Yeah. We'll
Good
probably
night. Thank
see you
you.
tomorrow or something. All right. Bye. Thanks, Bella.
Bye, everybody.
No fun. All right, guys. Yeah, California Thunder, email me, and yeah, guys, probably maybe tomorrow, or because I have a couple more cases, like I said, I want to do, but I'm going to do them separately. So, oh shoot, that's hitting that. Why did I move that back? I don't know. I'm just like relaxing. It's nice having Bella. It's nice having you up here because then I could just sit back and relax and just be like, eat my sucker. All right, guys. Well, have a good night. Oh, hey, Michael. Hey, TV Cat. Gaily Gale. Amy V. All right. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. I love huskies. They're so pretty. Their eyes are amazing. My first dog, family dog ever, was a husky. But I was so young. I was so little, but we didn't have her for very long. Her name was Sheba, and she would always run away. We had a big yard growing up, but she would always run away, and we would always know she got out. She'll be back. Sometimes she brings dead animals. She always came back, but sometimes she'd be gone for like a week. But anyway, so my dad's the one that got that dog. You know, my mom likes dogs, but my dad's more of a dog person. He's the one that always is the one that, my mom's like, I don't want a dog. And he's the one that always would get it. Like, screw it, we're having a dog. And then my mom always ended up falling in love with it. But anyway, this one in particular, because she'd always run away, and then she'd come home and she'd be like dirty. And my mom would be the one to have to clean her because we were just little kids. And she'd just be like filthy because she'd be gone for a week out in the woods. And so my mom sold Sheba at a garage sale, I think for like $1. And this was a husky. You know, huskies they're expensive dogs. They can be. So she sells Sheba at a garage sale when my dad's at work. He comes home and I was like, oh, I sold Sheba at the garage sale. My dad was so mad. I was like, I was sick of freaking cleaning her up. Like she was always gone, taken off, come home dirty. I'd have to give her a bath. And so yeah, I love them though. But that was the only husky I ever owned. And I was so young. I do remember her, but not a ton, like I said, because she did run away a lot too. But they're so pretty. When I see them, anybody like I see them out at, in cars or out in the park or whatever, I can't stop staring at them. Their eyes are just so beautiful, and they're just, but like I know that you need like a big yard, fenced in yard for them with a lot of room because they like to run. So I probably would never own one unless I had the proper environment. Because in Colorado, I got a dog and I wanted a husky, but I knew I lived in an apartment, not barely any yard. So I knew as much as I always wanted to get one, I never got one. Cause I'm like, it wouldn't be fair. They need to run, but I'm glad I got Rocky, my dog. He was a mutt, I rescued him. Oh, sad story though. He died way too young. He had a rare blood disease, like his mama. But he was 6 years old. I got him when he was 6 months old, but I rescued him. So sweet. He was like a part chow because he had like the spotted black tongue. I think part lab. He looked like, black lab a little bit too. But he was so fluffy and soft and furry, and he was the best dog ever. And yeah, he had this really rare blood disease, and they put him on like steroids, and the vet said it's like a 50-50 chance. Like some dogs take to it really good, some dogs don't. He didn't. He did for a couple months, and then it was so sad. Like his eyes. I don't know if I ever told. I have told this story at the when I first started my channel, but there's probably a lot of new ones. So I'll just tell you real quick. It's real quick because I still can't even think about it. It's so sad as far as that last day. But so at first he had a fever. That's how I knew he was sick. Like I could just tell he was sick. He was like burning up. I take him, and then he had this really weird, like it was like an autoimmune blood disorder, basically where his body made too many red blood cells. Like it was, thinking that there was something to fight off, but there wasn't. So it was creating too many red blood cells. So the steroids, I guess, was the answer. And they said sometimes it works 50-50. So he said it did work for a couple months. And then all of a sudden I was living with Randy. So it was like me and Randy's dog, And I noticed his eyes looked almost like a purplish color. I'm like, Randy, look at Rocky's eyes. Like something's not right. They look purplish almost, like a purplish red, but like a real, not just red. It was like purple. It was like kind of like a reddish purple is how I could explain it. Just really weird, but it seemed like he could see. Because I'm like, can he see him? He was getting along fine. Like as far as I took him outside, I would call him just to see if he was able to see, in the apartment, if he was like moving. And it seemed like he was walking fine. He'd come right to me, go outside, come back in. I'm like, it seems like he could see, but so we took him to the vet, and basically she's like, he's blind right now, which I had a hard time believing because I'm like, how is he getting around? Like, how is he able to come to me? I mean, that's what I thought was thinking because his eyes, but he didn't seem like she said he's filling up with blood right now is what's going on. How crazy. Like he's slowly filling up with blood is what's going on. So basically his eyes were covered with blood. That's why they look like a purplish color, because it was filling up. So it was going like over, it made him look like purplish. And I was like, well, what are we supposed to do? She's like, basically, because Randy's like, I just want one more night with him. And I asked the vet, I'm like, what do you think? She's like, it could get bad. Like I wouldn't recommend it. It could get bad. Like it could get ugly. It could get no, because he's filling up. Like he could have just burst out. I'm like, Randy, as much as I would love one more night with him, like I can't make him suffer like that. Like we can't do that because the vet's telling us he could just like bust open with blood. I know that sounds so gross, guys. Believe me, it's horrible, but that's how she explained it. And I'm like, we can't. So I mean, as much as I wanted one more night with him, I'm like, I can't do that to him. So we had to let him go. But yeah, it was sad because 6 years is just not long enough for the poor guy. But it was just some rare blood disorder he got. I don't know what caused it. Anyway. And it sucked because it was a couple months after my sister died too. So it was like such a hard time because he was like, I needed him, like he was my best friend. Like I took him everywhere. With me. He went everywhere with me. And so like I just lost my sister a couple months later. I lose my dog. It was a rough time, but Oh, well, no, Rocky wasn't blind like his whole life. He was just that day he was blind because he was filling up with blood. It's not like he was a blind like for a long period. Just that day when his eyes turned purple because he was just slowly filling up, and it was like covering up his I don't even know what the proper what's that part of your eye? Cornea? I don't know. It covered up like the part of his eye, and that's why it appeared like purple. So, but yeah, I still think about him, but I have to like block out that day because I can't. Like when he's just it was just wow. He was so sweet. How did we get there? I'm trying to think how. Oh, we were talking about husky. How crazy! One person's remark about a husky took me down. Wow. But yeah, from my first dog to my last dog. Well, not my last dog, but Zeke would be considered. Well, my last dog before Zeke, yeah. Anyway, so was your dog blind like his whole life, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, you had a husky soul for music, yeah. Um, oh, hey, doing life my way. Well, hi and bye. I'm still rambling, but I am gonna go. I think. All right, you guys. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Oh, diabetes. Oh, wow. That's sad. Oh. Wait, what was you, Cherry Bomb? My black cat Fluffy lived to be 21. Oh, cat. My mom was just telling me how I didn't realize. My mom said, "Oh, cats can live like 20 years." I didn't even realize they could live that long. Wonder what the oldest cat. Wonder how long the is there like a record on how long? Even a dog. Well, different breeds. Dogs are very. Some breeds can live longer than others, but wonder how. Yeah, I wonder how a cat like the longest a cat's ever lived. I don't know. I might, Bridget. I might. Yeah, as long as I could gather some information because I have 2 more cases that I want to do. So probably either tomorrow or the next for sure. By what is tomorrow's Thursday. So yeah, probably tomorrow, if not Friday, I would say for sure. Um, oh, it's hard. I know. They're like your kids, Yeah. All right, guys. I know I was hoping Zeke would wake up so I could bring him up and show you guys, but I don't want to. I'm scared to get him because that last time my grandma got mad. I'm kind of afraid to grab him. I don't want her to get upset, but I was hoping when I went down and got this, I was hoping maybe he'd wake up because sometimes he does. Here's little paws, like yay! I get so excited like lately because at first there was I would say like over a week ago when he was like my grandma was not letting him out of her sight and I barely got to see him, and then the last week he's been coming up to my bedroom like probably like every. I was editing in the last few days and like every like 10 minutes to hear his little paw, and then he'd go back downstairs, so I would shut the door because I was recording, and if they had the TV on, I didn't want it to come through my microwave phone, so I'd shut the door, just get started to record again, and I hear it again, he scratching the door, and I don't care. Every time I'm just like so happy to see him. I open, I'm like, Zeke, and he looks like all like like oh, he's so cute. Oh, thanks, Gigi. 29 years. Oldest dog, Bluey. Oh, wow, Libra. Is that the oldest, the record breaker, at least for what we know? I'm sure there's some people that maybe just didn't report. You know what I'm saying? That what if there's dogs out there that live longer that nobody just reported on? You know what I'm saying? That there's no record of. But as far as a record, 29 years. That's long for a dog. But thanks you, Gigi, for the super chat. But what about a cat? Does anybody know? Oldest cat, 38. Whoa. That's awesome. Wow, 38. Crazy. Yeah, Cherry, I know. I'm guilty of that sometimes too. Oh, they're just so gosh darn loyal and cute and forgiving and non-judgmental. It's like the perfect human. You know what you would want the perfect human. Alrighty. Bluey. I better go, guys. It's ready to bite into this soon. All right. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to go, I think. I will probably see you in a couple of days or tomorrow or the next. Go hug your cats, your kids, yeah, they are. Your loved ones. I feel like let me just take one more. Let me take a poll here. I'm just curious. If you don't have a pet, give a thumbs down. I just want to see, like, I bet you most people have pets, huh? I just want to see how many people that don't have a pet that's in the chat, which is fine. I'm not going to judge you. I mean, sometimes you're just in a period, maybe that you don't have one anyway. But does anybody not have a pet that's in this chat? Any kind, like whether a cat, dog, anything. Just do a thumbs down if you don't. I'll just look for that. I just want to see if anybody doesn't have one. Oh, thanks, Bridget. I have 2 pets, yeah. Yeah, I think that would count. Yeah, because you're taking care of them. Oh, you don't? My husband doesn't mean he won't. Oh, okay. But you would if you could. What would you have, a dog or cat? My cousin was over and she has this puppy. It's I have a little video of it. I should play it. Hold on. Here, I'll send it. It's oh my god, Pomeranian, I think. That's what it is? Hold on. Let me send it to my email and play it for you guys. It's from today. She brought him, or brought her. It's a girl. Cece is her name. Hold on, I'll show you a little video. Let me send it to my email. She's so cute. She's so little. She's all fur, you know. Hold on. And Zeke and her were so cute. Zeke would come up and like Zeke looked like a giant compared to her. But I don't have any videos of them too. I wish I would have. Why didn't I? When they would come and he would like sniff her and she would go ch-ch, and he would like you know, he's just checking her out. But hold on, I have one of her. I'll show you real quick. I think she's 12 weeks. She said. So 3 months, right? All right, hold on. Let me send it to my email and then I can play it for you guys. Now I really wish I would have got one with her and Zeke. I only got one little video of her. Shoot. Hold on. So we'll end on a good note. We're going to end in this video and then I am going to go, guys. Man, wait till I get it. It sends to my email. I hope it's not one that takes forever to send. Sometimes I'll send myself an email over and over and it just doesn't work. I wonder if there's another way to do it. Hold on. Oh, it came. Cool. All right. Here we go, guys. Hold on. All right. Should be there. Hold on. Here it is. Okay. You guys ready? It's so cute. Oh my God. I'm going to want to. Oh, and she lives in Wisconsin. Because they're here. My uncle by marriage died actually last week. It's my aunt's husband, so it's still my uncle, but not like by blood. But they think it was from the vaccine. He got like this heart condition from the vaccine, and he had a heart attack. but I don't know. Okay, so here we go. So she was in town. That was my point. So she was in town for the funeral, and she is in town for the funeral. So, but she lives in Wisconsin now. So it's like I'll probably never. I don't know when this next time I'll see Cece. I probably won't see her that often because I don't know how often she'll come to town. But here we go. Cece, do something cute. You don't even need to do anything. You can just sit there and you're cute. Well, probably because you're weaker, Mom. You know. Come here, Cece. Come here. But, I told her it's a Saturday. I'm leaving. Oh, I hope she's gonna be. Well, Tiffany will be here. You know, sometimes she doesn't listen to Tiffany when she said, "Where's your mom?" Or she cried before because I was. All I did was go see Jeff and then go get something for us to eat. We went to grind. No, it's short. I just. No, isn't he cute? She's like all fur. You pick her up and it's like she's just like nothing. It's just like fur and a little tiny body. Anyway. No release. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for sure this time. I keep saying that, but I keep not going. And then I almost slipped on her pee because she's not quite potty trained. And we were watching and we kept taking her out and she wouldn't go. But I'm over here walking and I caught myself and I almost slipped on my butt. I'm like, oh my God, what? And she's like, oh my God, she must have peed, but no big deal. Gotta potty train him. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Bye. Bye, John, Linda, sister, TV, Jerry, Bridget, Libra. All right, I'm not gonna do that. Well, maybe I will. Gigi, doing my life my way. KLM. Bridget. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. That was fun. This was like a really relaxed live, huh? Just like chilling, hanging out. All right. Bye, guys.